Oh, hello everyone. It's your favorite winning son. How you doing? Sorry for being a few minutes late. I was working on, for some reason my alert box isn't working. So don't be surprised if you like send bits or a subscription tonight and the sound effect doesn't go off. I'm not sure why it's not working. It wasn't displaying things properly last night, and I tried to test it out today and nothing. Let me try it again right now. Nope. Testing does nothing. But hey, guess what? We're gonna try our best to finish this goddamn game tonight. Yes, indeed. I want to put this one away. Alerts work for you? Like I said, I'm looking at my OBS right now, and I'm not seeing any. I'm trying to test them out right now, and none of them will show up or have a sound effect appear. What 3 Mortal Kombat couldn't do, Avengers did. Dartigan machine broke. Well, a fighting game is, that's pretty straightforward. It's just, dumb plot. This game is just tailor-made to piss you off at times. All that I enjoyed that last mission very much. Did you enjoy it? I liked seeing my teammates basically just do a comedy routine of attacking nothing. I scared you. You've never heard me so angry. It's like you're talking to your dad. Dad, I never want to see you drink again. Stop it. You beat this game a while ago, and the new patch introduced a shit ton of bugs, and now every time I finish a mission, the game full-on crashes. I only had one crash, and it was in the middle of a mission. I did have my entire team fight an invisible enemy for a while, though. You missed that magical moment, Letson. You would have liked it. It's clipped here on the channel. You can check it out, though. Just look for, like, most recent clips. You never wanted to see me rage again. It doesn't happen too often. It takes a special storm of horrible events happening for over a prolonged period of time to crack through my crusty outer shell. Usually I get no more than, disconcerted or kind of just, generally annoyed. Time for me to be paranoid and constantly start and restart the recording. Well, one crash doesn't make me go paranoid about my recordings. I'll see, now it's working. For some reason the testing isn't working. They're not showing up though. It's just a sound effect. I'm going to look into why the alert box is so busted. But thank you, Let's Sin, for the 16 months. Alright, so let me save this YouTube video and get that out of the way. Does anyone know how longer? People said last night there's like 2 to 3 missions left from where I'm at. Did I rage while playing Final Fantasy 13? I remember being exasperated for long periods of time and just wishing it'd be over. When I'm by myself, I usually, or just, not streaming, I wouldn't yell at, nothing. That feels like a crazy person when you do that. But when you have an audience, why not yell? Is Kamala, Kamala's the main character of the game. So, yeah, but you still play as the other ones from time to time. Did you see the Prince of Persia remake trailer? Yeah, and I hope the graphics improve a bit because it's looking a little crusty. I've kind of gotten spoiled by a lot of the remake games recently that have had like excellent graphics. They bring the old game and make it look what you always imagined it to look like. Whereas that's looking more like, okay, this isn't how I imagined it, even on the PS2. So hopefully they'll take some feedback and hey, maybe we should have some better looking models. They could have done so much more. Well, that's the complaint you can use against any kind of subpar game. They could have done so much more. Because that's the truth. That's the reason it sucks. They could have done much better. They're bringing back Aiden Pierce from the first Watch Dogs game. Yeah, I think that's for like downloadable stuff, though. Not in the actual game. What about the main character of the second one? Or are they saving that for another downloadable thing? Watch Dogs Legion comes out in October. Wait, did it get moved up? Or what day in October does it come out? I'll add that one to my calendar. That way I can stare upon it in dread. 29th. It's still the 29th, right? They haven't changed it. Hollow November, Immortals, Phoenix Rising. I'm not entirely interested at this point in time about Immortals, Phoenix Rising. I'm not sure if I could even work with that. You're also forgetting there's that new Dark Pictures game, the Little Hope, that comes out the day after Watch Dogs. And you're still not aware that there's going to be some other games released in that time span as first game releases on the new consoles. So there's going to be that Spider-Man game on PS4, there's likely to be that Medium game on the Xbox, and probably at least 1 to 2 more on each system that I might have to take a look at. Am I beating this game in only 3 days? Well, it's not a long game. Not part of the straight months of Ubisoft. Well, yeah, if you're just looking at Ubisoft stuff. Like I said, I'm not really sure how I'd be doing Immortals Phoenix Rising at this point in time. How's Dex? She's been very quiet today. No problem. Click on the game. I've lowered the stream to 720p. I'm hoping that will maybe make it not, stutter as much for you guys. We'll see. In fact, I think it's at 720p 30, which is about as low as I'd ever want to run a stream. I think that's better than just like, here's a nice slideshow for you to watch. God, I'm kind of dreading pressing the start button right now. Also got Scott Pilgrim back. Yeah, I never actually played that one before. I've read the comic and seen the movie. Never played the game. Hi, Dad. How are you? Am I everyone's dad now? Is that what it's become? My advice isn't that sage-like, you realize. I don't even have a dad voice. There's no authority in this voice. There's nothing but condescension and cynicism. This isn't the voice that'll be like, say your full name whenever you've done something wrong. And then it just makes you perk up like, yeah, Dad. You know that I watch Atla? Atla? What is Atla? Speak in something other than abbreviations for a second. But did I watch? You mean The Last Airbender? Okay, you mean you're asking if I watched Korra. I did. I only liked the first and third season though. The other two are kind of crap. Say your full Bulgarian name. There'll be a lot of rolling R's in there, aren't there? I am in a good mood before I started playing this game today, though. I finally managed to finalize my Mortal Kombat 10 script. Which means the video will be delayed. Originally, I was planning to have the video done and release it tomorrow, but as if I'm only going to be recording my lines tomorrow, that obviously isn't happening. But I wasn't happy with my original script, so I had to rewrite it a few times because it was kind of shitty. But I think it's now finally in a state where I can I can record this and release it to people. But right now I'm targeting Monday for the release of a video. How's the Marvel cash grab? I wonder how much cash they actually managed to grab. I would love to see the sales figures for this game. However, I guess we should go ahead and get started. We got some ground to recover from last night that we lost. They got pennies. We smell pennies. That's my new favorite YouTube video, by the way. What happened? What happened? The game crashed in the middle of a mission last night. After the AI started bugging out and fighting invisible enemies. At that point, I was just too tired to continue. Like, I'm done for the night. I'm fucking done, mate. What is for dinner, Pops? You know what? I've already had my dinner. You were late to the kitchen today. Get a popsicle out of the fridge. That's what you're eating. Who's the masked Dora the Explorer character? That is Kamala Khan. She is Miss Marble, the main character. Name is on the brink of discovering the anthill. Okay, we gotta start this one over again. Sounds like you're down. There's some frozen hot dogs in the freezer. Get one of those.
It is. I'd like to socialize with a few of your PIM particles. Need to shrink down an accelerator.
A meat sickle, if you will, chat. I've detailed that I used to eat frozen hot dogs on a fork before, haven't I? I used to do that all the time as a kid.
I have a hard time getting in. That place is no joke.
Widow?
I gotta say, you give a hell of a speech when you're pissed at us.
Look, Nat, we were idiots.
As much as I love your squirming, it sounds like we've got work to do.
Why? Because, yo, I wasn't allowed to cook, and they actually kind of tasted good.
No time to lose.
I'm not gonna lie, they were like, you know, this ain't too bad. I wasn't like licking them like a popsicle, I just like take big chunks out of it and like just, you know, chew frozen hot dog. But I did that for years. I was like, this is good stuff. Don't knock it till you tried it. I do not want to play as Iron Man. How do I change the select hero companions? There we go. To be fair, you're not a hot dog person unless BBQ'd. You know, I've had a few good BBQ dogs. Finally, some good fucking food. Yeah, for me as a kid, there was a lot of, yo, cans of ravioli, potted meat, chicken noodle soup, and frozen hot dogs for supper. Along with, yo, good refreshing glass of Kool-Aid. The Beast Skull, do you really need me to notice you? You're a perfectly fine person without my, you know, acknowledgement. Believe in yourself. I guess we're good now. Let us continue. Without the cyanide, hopefully? Yeah, without the cyanide. Though that does add a nice bit of tang to it.
They haven't figured out how to use the particles, but they'll be well protected.
Okay.
Now I live large
There
eating
are a
real
lot of ways into
Parmesan, I know.
Meridian. I think our
Big
best
change.
bet
I
will
don't
be to
live next to an
hijack one of
illegal
their
garbage dump like I
hyper-circuit
did when I was a
trains
kid.
and take it directly to the heart of the operation.
I can
can
cook whatever
hack the
I want.
trains, but it'll leave the anthill exposed. AIM will be able to
Sometimes,
pinpoint
chat, I
our
even treat
location.
myself to a
You'll
nice
need to
chunk of
hurry.
filet mignon.
So we go in loud and smash the base up. Good. I prefer the direct approach.
Really, this is the first time a streamer ever noticed you? You must visit
In
all
all my
those really
time
big
undercover
popular
inside
streams
AIM,
where they move
we
too
never
fast
could
for them
get
to
the
ever read a
clearance to see
person's
Meridian.
comment.
Well, Nat, you're about
Did I
to
ever
get your
scrounge in that
chance.
junk pile for
Uploading the
recyclables to sell?
coordinates of the
No.
hyper-circuit
I
station
never did
entrance.
that, but my mom and
move
dad
out.
would actually, for extra money, would actually go into the woods and hunt yellow root and ginseng to sell it to an old woman who's like into like drying it out for like, you know, medicinal stuff. That's true, by the way. My parents would literally just go into
how
the
many
forest and dig up
super
roots
secret
and sell them to an old
research
woman
bases
for
does
extra
AIM
money every
have?
month.
Too many. But Meridian is its most important one, besides New York.
Darn root. Well, I didn't get to go do it, but I'm just saying that's what my parents did. So for like, you know, weeks out, for all through spring and summer, on the hood of the car, every day you'd find just, you know, roots, you know, drying in the sun. I say ginseng, but they only rarely found that. It's usually just yellow root, which I'm pretty sure has an actual name. I just don't know it, but we just call it a yellow root. But some old woman would buy it by the bagful and, you know, give you a price for it. It was in her tea, I believe.
PIM particles are
This looks like a
unstable on
mobile
their
game.
best
It's monetized like one too.
If he can get it working, it might be just what we need.
The graphics in this game probably
Let's stay
suck right now
hoping
because I've had to
for a
turn a lot of
miracle.
things down because
You
this
know I
game
can still
plays
hear
like
you,
ass.
right?
And streams even worse.
We did it again. Sorry.
What is the price on a
Changing
bag of yellow root?
channels.
I don't know. I was too young to be involved with that. It's probably changed by now. It's probably whatever they... I don't think it was too much, but it was enough to make it worthwhile. But then again, neither of them had a real job, so that's what they did for... Well, that's what they did to make the extra money. Had a hard childhood? Well,
Look out. Got
there's
some
people who
bad
had
guys.
way harder childhood. I mean, I wasn't like beaten or anything like that. It was just, you know, straight up hardcore level poverty. Poverty, I mean. But that's a pretty normal story. A lot of people go through that. But it's made me the person I am today. I have a different outlook, I feel, on, you know, things like money and problems in life, because I had to go through all of that stuff as a young kid. A lot of kids don't, you know, have their parents do a better job of protecting them from that kind of life, so they don't deal with it until much later on. And I think that's one of the reasons you see so many people just having a rough time these days, the adults, because they never went through that kind of stuff as kids. Thank God you didn't grow up to be a serial killer. Well, you know, not everyone who grows up poor grows up to be a murderer. That's just a harmful stereotype.
Oh, is it over?
Went through what? You just came back on. The wonders of coming back in the middle of a streamer conversation. We were just talking about my childhood of, you know, abject poverty, and the many, you know, unique, you know, opportunities that gave me. You know, appreciate money and the good things until you've gone through a poor period. I don't know if that's entirely true. I think you don't need to be poor to appreciate, you'll be able to, you'll have the money to do, you'll keep yourself safe. I think it just gives you a different outlook on money. You see it, you don't really see it as something, well, I don't want to make a general statement there because it's probably wrong. Because there's plenty of people who grow up poor and like really covet the money, but money's nice, but it doesn't, you know, control me. That's one of the reasons I think I'm able to say no to like a lot of sponsorships and see that value in that. I think there actually is it's a good, you know, mark of a person who can turn down easy money. Will I ever be sponsored by Keeps? I haven't seen this one, but I've heard of it. You know, that's many YouTubers trying to take that on. Is that like the you know, hair loss thing? Like, use this hair loss formula today. How would I even advertise that, chat? I don't suffer from that. I'm like the worst spokesman for it. I guess I can lie and like, look at my hair. I've been using Keeps for years. This is the results it can get you. I mean, that's lying. I could be sued for it, but I could do that, I guess. Do you want a glorious thick head of hair like mine? Well, I got the sponsor for you. I just know that the AirPods, well, not exactly the Apple AirPods, but like, what is it? Raycon? I don't know, something like that. They're going through a big push these days. Stops it from getting worse. The man who comes up with a way to like regrow hair is going to be one wealthy motherfucker. People sell tummy tea by sucking in their stomachs. Look at my results. Well, there's lots of ways you can make yourself. Whenever it comes to diet related advertisements, here let me tell you how to make yourself look thinner. Just don't drink water for a couple days. You will definitely, you know, have those abs popping out after that. That's what a lot of them do. They'll take their before picture after eating a lot of food, and then they'll wait a couple days and take their next picture while flexing while a bit dehydrated.
Close to your location.
That's one of the cheats that they don't tell you about this kind of photos.
That's not good.
It's absolutely healthy. No, it isn't. But if you want those, you know, nice gym photos, that's what you're doing.
On it. Just get us that train. Lights out.
Your eyes deceive you.
That sounds dangerous. Well, it can be, but usually you have well, some people, you know, vanity is a bit more important than their health, though. Just keep that in mind. Most of those diet teas are just diuretics anyways, yeah. Lose a bunch of water weight and overwork your kidneys. Yeah, that's exactly right. Here, let me tell you the secret. You don't have to pay me a cent, chat. I'll tell you how to lose weight if you're wanting that. Move less, I mean, yo, no, eat less, move more. There you go. There's the secret. That's all there is to it. Anything that says otherwise, that tells you there's an easier way to doing it at this point in time, is lying to you. I mean, that could change in the future with, like, genetic stuff, once we have that figured out better. There's actually been some work in there recently. There actually, I was reading something recently about a way you can transform white fat cells into brown fat cells, which is the better type of fat. I'm about to die.
We've got this.
As well as ways to, like, you know, increase muscle mass by, you know, knocking out the myostatin gene. Carry heavy things around places? Well, be careful about that, how you're lifting. You can, you know, still injure yourself by, you know, lifting weights. I'm about to die.
Knight in high-tech armor is here.
Oh man, this hurts.
What's my opinion on this game so far? It's getting worse. Started off meh, it's not done anything to make me, you know, level it up any. In fact, it's only just pissed me off more and more.
Okay, I'm in. Train's ready for you, but the whole place is on alert now.
We'll deal.
Choo-choo! All aboard!
Really, Tony?
With the train. You have a game that you know is complete shit for some reason you like it? A game that's complete shit that but I still like it. I'm sure there is. I'm just trying to draw a blank on me right now. Put me on the spot, chat member. Heavy Rain is complete dog shit, but I can still, like, laugh at it. Those are usually the Deadly Premonition. I've never played Deadly Premonition. Usually those kind of games are the games that are so bad they're good kind of category. They're just fun to riff on.
Security clearance.
Pretty interesting childhood where your dad was super abusive to your mother. Led to you being a bit of an antisocial in school, which led to bullying at school. It led you to have severe social anxiety when you moved away from high school.
AIM has been spotted near the
Still
anthill.
have some emotional trauma, but you're working on it. Eventually I have friends now. On the bright side, a nice person and a very good at relationships.
We're almost
'cause I
there.
know
Let's
what
get
not
what
to
we
do.
came for.
Here's this drinks to you then. I should play Deadly Premonition. They should have a version of Deadly Premonition that's playable. I'd be glad to. My Steam version of it doesn't work.
Holy crap! The
Apparently the only
AMVs have
version
been
that's
busy.
actually worth getting is the original Xbox 360 version,
Deeper in the base. I'm updating your HUD.
That's
which it costs
why
a
I love you,
lot more
Jarvis.
than it should.
You guys are cute.
This is where we got to last night and the game crashed while fighting over there.
Avengers, we have a problem. It looks like AIM has traced my hack of their systems. I'm getting reports
Isn't there a
of
fan
alerts
patch
on
for the PC
anthill
version? I tried it, it didn't work.
I need you to find that particle sample and get back here ASAP.
Even if we do find it, I don't know if we can get back to you in time.
Hold on, I think I have a way to get you back.
Look for a chest with gear nearby.
Shut up, Jarvis. I don't want your shit.
Not your smart.
You have a copy of Deadly Premonition on Xbox 360. Well, don't just send me your shit because you like me. I never ask people to do that. It feels wrong. Like, if I want it, I'll definitely be able to try and get a copy of it. It's not a problem. I mean, I was hoping they'd get in, like, the fight with Invisible Enemy over here again. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god! He was doing it! For a second, he started doing it, attacking nothing. This area is magical. They just, for some reason, there's something here they think they can fight. Get him, Hulk. Hulk smash! think they're aggroing the turret, but yeah, but obviously there's something. There's something consistently wrong about this area. That guy's like, this is my lucky day. They're just being stupid. Well, it still is just it's nearly as funny as it was last night. They're all getting in on it. Considering I lost my footage of this fight last night, might as well just record it again. Let them work out their anger issues, chat. I've heard this is a form of therapy. You know those old cartoons where to avoid animating an actual fight, they just have a big cloud of smoke and like limbs spinning around in it? What this sort of reminds me of. There's just like a big bug in this area with the AI. Hope you didn't show up at the very end again. No, you showed up at the very beginning. Good job, Hulk. You won.
Got something in your eye?
They're fighting invisible people. You would wish that was the excuse, but they're not. See, I'm the invisible person now. None of the enemies can do that. So how's the quality of the story? Standard superhero goofiness? It's a bit worse than that, to be honest with you. It's not going to be winning any awards, that's for sure. It's probably one of the more generic superhero stories at this point. Why does she run slower when she gets big?
Is in trouble nearby and needs your help.
Did I ever play 2 Human? No. I saw the reviews for that game that was total shit. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend my money on that. And I think that was the right choice to make since it's apparently god-awful. Is her power stretchiness, or she's a polymorph? She can make her entire body enlarged and stretchable. She's not quite like a Mr. Fantastic who can like stretch out his limbs and act like rubber and shit. What if I think they were fighting a turret under the bridge? They stopped fighting, well, it was at the end of the bridge, but the AI was still clearly bugged there in its pathfinding. It just makes for something goofy. If it doesn't matter what the excuse is, you don't want your characters doing that on screen. In your brand new game. You can shrink a bit? Well, I haven't seen her shrink any. Extremely god-awful. Your friend played it and said he spent it pressing one stick to go. Yeah, it's stick-based analog combat. It's very boring. It's also got apparently atrocious load times. But it might be worth a look at someday, if I can get a copy of it.
Time for some shut-eye!
I mean, I did just play Eternal Darkness not long ago.
Here's an energy boost.
This is incredible. Take that, Abe.
I can't even tell what's happening. Stop. Stop. Good luck. 2 Human is discontinued. I know, you have to buy an old copy of it. You can't get a digital version of it anywhere. The respawn animation takes... Yeah, I've heard the respawn animation with, like, the Valkyrie is just horrible. A little bit about having a Valkyrie come down. Yeah, I've read about that. I've seen the animation, too. I just know it's, like... How's the story in the game, though? Is it god-awful?
did it. Theo, work your magic.
Gosh.
You're safe
Yes, yo, my... Well, I don't even know that teleporter guy's name, but he's the most important character we have right now. Silicon Knights game, yeah. So the story actually pretty good, just extremely poorly implemented. Sounds about like them. I have skill points I need to spend. Let's do it. What's this? Regenerate willpower by 4% per second whenever polymorph is active. You know, that could be useful. While polymorph is active, hold down triangle to crash down to the ground, creating a large shockwave that launches all nearby enemies. What else do we got? Polymorph is active, hold down square to spin around and hit all nearby enemies. Then we got press square immediately after pairing, and there's this. I think I will... I don't know, I'm not sure when I want to get... Kind of get some Muda Muda there. I'll grab that. The heavy triangle thing is pretty good. That wasn't right. We can stay in the air even longer now, chat. What's the context for today's title joke? Is there something about the Chinese market, or did the Disney movie? It thinks the Disney movie thinks one of the corporations in control of the Uyghur internment camps in at the end of the new Mulan movie. And since, you know, Marvel's a Disney product, you figured, you know what? Let's make a joke out of it. We had actually a pretty good discussion on it a night ago.
Okay, I'm sending Theo, one of my operatives, through to your location. He'll teleport you and the particle sample back to the anthill.
Teleport? Oh, this should be interesting.
Please hurry before they reach us.
Uh-oh, big boots. Delicious, delicious Falun Gong organs. That and, like I said, and the Uyghurs, both of them are getting pretty messed up over there.
now. The big guy went down. On your feet.
Here's my new move.
Secret weapon.
Good stuff. Do we play Ant-Man in this? Nobody's in it, but he doesn't do anything but talk to you. You'll have to wait till they, you'll want to do some DLC for that. Frame rate drop, so that the frame rate drop is only on your guys' end. It's not dropping for me. The game usually runs pretty fine in that regards, but this game does not stream well. I've done everything I can to make this game streamable. It just does not want to work properly.
Leap it off.
Is it just me, or is the game's audio dead? Almost. Ow. Uh-oh. What? Why couldn't they revive me there? Oh, because I'd already been revived. Shit! I'm angry again.
There's Meridian.
Holy crap.
Holy crap, I gotta do it all again. Wonderful.
I'm picking up a PIM particle signature deeper in the
And
base.
when it looks, you can
I'm
just put it on
updating your
autoplay at
HUD.
any point. It's not fun to
That's why
play.
I love you, Jarvis.
You guys are cute.
Damn it! Avengers, we have a problem. It looks like AIM has traced my hack of their systems.
Okay,
I'm
no,
getting
my
reports of
objectives,
alerts on the
weird.
anthill
Those objectives
perimeter.
I cleared of
We need to
rescuing those
find
two
that
over there,
particle
still
sample and get
cleared,
back
and
here
all the enemies
ASAP.
here dead. I just
Even
gotta
if
go
we
back
do
over there
find
where I
it,
died.
I don't know if we can get back to you in time.
Is there only the
Hold
beating
on,
of
I think I have a
robots?
way
Do
to
you
get you
actually
back.
beat people? There are people, but generally robots. Generally just robots. Can't have any of that pesky morality in your game. Why are these? Yo, force filled it up. No, I'm not gonna complain.
Okay, I'm sending Theo, one of my operatives, through to your location. He'll teleport you and the particle sample back to the anthill.
Teleport. Oh, this should be interesting.
Please hurry before they reach us.
Do maximum damage.
Again.
Ow. Oof, your frames, yeah, I'm sorry. I've tried everything. There's nothing I can do to make this game stream better. Other than not stream it, that is. I know it hurts, Chad, I know. Is that with your connection? No, it's the game just doesn't like to be viewed. The game is sending you a message. Don't show this to anyone.
Uh-oh! Not doing so hot.
As you can see, the gameplay is literally just throwing a bunch of enemies at you until you're overwhelmed.
Not doing so hot.
Tony's down.
Thanks much.
Like, there's no strategy here. I'm just hammering buttons. And then they just keep warping in more afterwards. Like, you thought you were done, huh? Fuck.
This may shock you.
Like a much worse Devil May Cry but with superheroes. Yeah, there's nothing good about this. There's nothing, no warmth. And just here's a bunch of shit. I feel like you're back in 2000s with a camera that shoots video in like 10 frames per second. Like I said, I don't know what about this game and OBS does not work together. It's just one of those games. Keep them off my back, would you?
Okay. Take a breather, kids.
Aside from Hawkeye coming soon, who else do you think will be added? Who do you want, Chad? You tell me. Fantastic Four storyline, how about that? This has actually gotten worse from last night when it comes to streaming it.
He should be there.
Avengers! Hurry! Where's the PIM particle?
Get me out of this area, please.
Get us back to the anthill now. They need our help.
You won't need it on the front lines. Hold tight. Might be a rough ride.
Doesn't this make this guy a teleporter that's way better than Nightcrawler? He doesn't have to like see the area he's going to.
I'll deliver the particle to Dr. Pym.
What is this place?
Hey, Resistance guy. Care to fill us in?
This is a safe house close to the anthill.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe to me.
Avengers, get out there and buy us some time.
What the hell's going on?
Just keep it busy. I'll join you when I can.
Will Spark still be there?
All right, the Avengers are here. Let's do this.
Oh, you're a good guy. How many robot enemies there are? It looks like the Michael Bay transform. Yeah, they're not fun enemies. If I don't know why they decided. Yeah, robots. Good enough. Like I said, we're fighting humans now, but you can barely even tell the difference. Since they wear a gas mask and all that stuff to make, you know, dehumanize them. Pretty sure that graphical effect broke back there and it's not supposed to keep flashing like that. Defeat Warbot. Hulk's broken again. I got a level to use, don't I? What do we want? Well, polymorph is active, hold down triangle to smash. Maybe this, Fist of Justice. I got that one. What's this one? Press triangle, additional time at the end of the Fist of Justice combo to perform a heavy combo finisher that dives toward enemies with a giant fist, slamming them back with extreme force. This finisher can be formed at the end of any combo. Holding triangle. Whoops, I need to check gear too. Oh, boost this thing. Extra power, why not? Now we're hitting harder. Just like that. We consumed minerals. Nearly as bad as a Bethesda title, you say. That is it. That's almost a mark of quality. I don't think that's fair to Bethesda. At least their games can be fun for the first 20 or so hours. Dude, chat, I love a game that tells me that morally it's wrong to kill children. I've never heard that lesson before. Killing children, bad. Torturing children, bad as well. We've all learned something. If modded, yeah, they can be a lot... This is a boss, by the way. Piece of construction equipment.
Target the vents on its legs.
No, target the vents on its legs.
Nice work.
This game is for fans. Do you think you'd like this if you were a fan? They want you to, but still doubt it.
Guess I do, bud.
Watch out. You're coming back online.
Wicked Wild Wild West Desperado. No, you don't want nada. Running this, gunning this, none. It's hot now. I don't remember that lyrics. Just stop making giant spider robots. And I wanted to sing that song.
The side vents are overheating. Target them.
I forgot to add water cooling to their system. Why would you put your air vents at the end of your feet of your giant robot? How is airflow getting through the articulating points?
Careful. It's rearing up.
Commander Shepard. and the world is in danger. We call the Avengers for this exact reason. I think all the vents are destroyed, right? Seems that way.
Here's your chop.
I think it's healed.
Got this.
Oops. Wasting abilities here. When the world is being threatened by the future Teamsters, I can barely talk.
Again.
My brain is melting as we speak. Oh, all the vents are cooled off again. I am fighting a Dr. Robotnik enemy right now, aren't I? Face my newest robot, Sonic. Or no, you know what? Dr. Robotnik and Mr. Wily, they'd both do better than this. Who owns a robot anyway? This is the product of AIM, also run by MODOK. Is this a final boss fight? No, but God, I kind of wish it were. AIM, AO, Instant Messenger, you know, that would make a better villain when you think about it. Yeah, they don't actually say his name is MODOK in this game. He's just, you know, give him well, they probably will eventually.
Careful, it's rearing up.
Guess who has popcorn? You brought popcorn to a stream. I'm honored. It's ultimate sign of like people are entertained when they just want to have the popcorn while watching. I haven't had a good popcorn in a while, by the way. I need to rectify that mistake. The rule of legs. What, do they suck to have? It sucks to have a boss fight where you just attack their feet? Yeah, I would agree on that one. I need to find something to snack on. You saw my meltdown last night? No. Did you also see the Avengers fighting the invisible enemy?
Careful, it's rearing up.
Well, I'm glad there's a way to dodge that. Thank you. I see no more vents to attack. I want you to tell me, game, what you want me to do right now. Guess I gotta get up higher now, don't I? You know, this ain't needed this much cooling. Maybe it wasn't worth building.
Careful, it's rearing up.
What is left to destroy on you? I need to go get health though, I'm nearly dead. What if this becomes a common enemy as a game? You mean shit? There's plenty of shit bosses. Nothing new.
Down again. Target the eye.
I'm at the wrong side. Wonderful. The entire team was on the wrong side.
Nice work.
That was something else, wasn't it, Chad? Shit bot destroyed.
Ha ha! In your face, Aim!
Sir, I'm detecting a massive teleport signature.
Ah, damn it!
Heck, evacuate the Ed Hill now.
Swear to God, they made me fight another one right now.
Hank,
He's got a.
that
You know,
doesn't look ready.
Come on, Tony, live a little.
now you can sell it in a store.
Unbelievable. It worked.
Shouldn't that be incredibly
Congratulations,
dense?
Dr. Pym.
You know,
The
that's how
resistance
shrinking
has
would
an
work.
impressive new
You would not be able.
weapon.
Changing its size wouldn't change its weight.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Thanks for your help out there.
Heavy as
I'll
fuck.
have
Yeah,
the
it
Pym
should be
particles you need
just falling
transported
to the ground
Chimera.
that much weight in one tiny
Thanks,
point now.
Doc.
I know you
Shit
won't listen,
gear.
but I'll say it anyway.
Gear, yes.
Be careful.
I'll do my best.
I'll continue the campaign. Playing as you now? Oh, I only play as you now, I see. Ant-Man can drag a building after he shrinks it? Yeah, but he's on his Ant-Man suit and powers right now.
I'm, gonna need it.
So what exactly is this Star Boost thing?
Meet me in the tech lab, kid, and see for yourself.
Starburst suit. Starburst.
Good
Wait,
luck,
have you...
Tony.
You're breaking
Thanks, Doc.
trademark. Wait, does Disney own Starburst? Do they own that candy? It's a possibility.
You've got one hell of a mission ahead, Tony.
Only one anxiety attack confident. Pretty sure everything's tuned to perfection.
Aren't Disney and Nestle teamed up? It's a
pretty
possibility.
sure.
Sorry, that came out wrong.
I don't think I'd want
What I
my
meant to
super
say
suit being
is,
named after candy, by the way.
Everything's gonna be fine. Thanks for worrying, Nat.
Don't worry, I've made the new Kit Kat armor. When did Nathan Drake become an Avenger? When his IMDb page wrote the impressive size enough for them to not really care about who they casted. Jawbreaker Iron Man suit. Wait, when did I get her measurements to make a suit for her? A little creepy, Tony. Game has a T-Mobile and Virgin Mobile branded costume. Really? Oh wow. That's just perfect, actually. I'm not even mad. That's cool.
Every test I did before ended badly. But with this new miniaturized accelerator, I have a shot.
If you buy 5 GUM, you get a special animation for Kamala. 5 gum?
That looks awesome.
Because it is awesome. $1.4 billion vanity project. I may incinerate on takeoff, but I'll look damn good doing it.
All systems are in the green, sir.
Oh, we gotta go to space now, chat.
System has moved into your direct flight path.
Never rains, but it pours. Well, we can't wait any longer.
Tony,
I loaded up some music to give you a little boost.
Oh, no.
No, not
Don't
the copyright
worry,
again.
it's not mine. You can do this.
Thanks,
If it's
kid.
Rocket Man, I'm sending it.
Okay. 3, 2.
Anything David Bowie related, I'm sending it. Oh, it's AC/DC again.
Tony, you're flying right into the storm system.
I see it, kid, but there's no turning back now. Come on!
I can't steer. Just use both sticks. I don't know which one is doing which. Why did we choose this weather to go off in? We could have waited for clear skies or traveled somewhere there.
Damn it! Looks like that storm fried my system.
Designated as Iron Man.
Jarvis, you still there? Guys, my system's starting to short out. Jarvis, Kamala! Jarvis, I'm on fire! A jet booster! Gotta do it manually.
We're at the International Space Station, chat. How you getting back, though?
Close call.
So how did he put all this station up here and no one knew? That's not easy to do, you know. It takes several rocket launches. Yeah, that's not how those kind of doors open in space. I watched the Dragon capsule be, you know, admitted to space station. Takes hours. Wouldn't Tony burn up in re-entry? Depends if he just falls back down. If so, then yes. It really is Nathan Drake in an Iron Man suit? That's why they hired him.
Okay. Damn it. Not much juice left in these repulsors. Hopefully this place isn't crawling with guards.
Let me start a new recording. Hey, where's the gravity at? I mean, where's the lack of gravity at? Why is there gravity on a space station? I mean, couldn't this have been a flying level? I mean, we are at Iron Man, so never mind. I give up. I don't care. And, you know, they put anti-gravity here as well. Suit looks suspiciously like Ultron. Just white? I don't know. Ultron's more of a silvery robot color, wasn't he? Can't punch or kick, chat.
Okay, let's see what we got. Wait a minute. Well, this doesn't make sense. Regenerative formula. That'll explain Tarleton's giant head. That's its source. Probably some unfortunate inhuman. Okay, let's find that door. No sweat.
The man
Rescue
with
that
the plan,
inhuman.
huh?
No more regen formula, no more adaptoids. High fives all around.
I have to walk into those crates. See, they could have, since I can fly here, they could have just had this been in place of like anti-gravity and just not let you walk. It would have been worked. It would have worked. They didn't have to be stupid. In fact, YouTube spoiled this, but advertising on the day while they did.
Anyone home?
But you have to be careful when a new game comes out on YouTube, because a lot of YouTubers will like to put a nice spoilerific thumbnail for the game, for the final boss of some things. Like, hey, final boss footage, 4K resolution, there's a giant thumbnail of it. I've had a few games, the final boss spoiled because of that.
This place
namely God of War.
get a lot of foot traffic.
See, Chad, I know they've clearly been inspired by the International Space Station with how they've stored all this luggage on the side of the room, but the reason the International Space Station stores stuff like that is because there's no gravity up there, and like there is no bottom or top of a room. Here there is gravity through the artificial means, but they're still using the same storage methods that they use on the International Space Station. Ah, my brain hurts. Just stop. Sometimes it's a curse being this intelligent. The more you think about it, the worse the worse it gets. The more you use intelligence chat. Stupid gang, unite. Like, you would also not be wasting this much space in a space station. You have to, because this space station is clearly designed to look like it was pre-built on Earth and launched into space, exactly like the space station was. But this is a gigantic waste of space, and you can never fit this into a single rocket. Dude got his hands on Fallen Order a week before release, and he put the second sister getting stabbed by Vader in the thumbnail. Yeah, they'll do that to you. And there's not much, and you won't even be looking for anything related to the game, and you'll still get a thumbnail.
Unauthorized life form detected.
Oh, hey. You need me.
Oh, they were expecting intruders up here, were they? Oh, we need a weapon system.
That didn't wake up the robo-guards. I'm not sure anything will.
Where are we? We're in a space station. Believe it or not. That apparently no one is at.
Crashing through their airlock didn't wake up the robot guard dogs. Maybe they're here to keep something in.
Hey, slaughter count. Thank you for the tier 1 sub.
Most of the power in this place is being diverted to that single...
You're reminded of the Moon Nazi base in Wolfenstein? Well, that's a diesel punk game where it's meant to be kind of goofy. And, the Nazis had it, advanced, Jewish cabal technology. Or whatever the hell that was all about. That gave them flying saucers. I mean, the next game you go to Venus, which is even more outrageous. An advanced space station with gravity, exactly. Also, T-Lord, thank you for your 7 months. You sure did a lot of studying of cubes here, didn't they? You're no longer excited for Wolfenstein 3? Well, if it's not your game as service like that tried to be, or co-op game, I could still be interested in it, as long as it's still a single-player game.
There it is.
But they have kind of lost some of the goodwill they had after the first big successful one.
Bingo.
Abnormal growth. They killed Hitler off screen? I'm aware. Which is why I'm guessing the next one will take place before that game somehow.
That's not ominous at all.
Captain America.
Oh, please be alive.
They built all this
Steve.
to serve as a prison for one man.
Holy shit, you're alive. Tony. What is all this stuff? Where am I? Tony? Are you hugging me? What? No, I just didn't want you to fall. Then why aren't you letting go?
Yeah, are you shocked, Chad? He was alive. I mean, he was very prominent in all the loading screens.
I thought that... It's good to have you back, Captain. I'm so confused. Yeah, come on. Gotta get you out of here.
Wouldn't they have just killed him?
Wait. Tarleton. Did he survive? Tarleton? Who cares? What? The explosion, he was too close.
He survived. Thanks to you, apparently. And Monica, if you believe the news stories.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, I got you.
You know, for being held in space for 5 or so years, he hasn't, well, I guess because there's anti-gravity, that would explain why his body hasn't, atrophied.
I'm good. Let's do this.
Well, there's the Cap I remember. Come on.
Or Cap now.
Okay.
Techno Cap.
What's the plan?
Well, we find an escape pod, and, escape.
He's giving them BJ Blazkowicz drugs. Well, in space, in zero gravity, your body, a lot of bad things start to happen in your body over time. After about a year, there's some pretty drastic changes, like decreased bone mass, decreased heart size, stuff with your eyes and other such things. See, the body was meant to be, in a 1G environment. 5 years of coma and blood loss, yet he's still a ripper. Yeah, well, there is that. 5 years of... Maybe he was frozen, I don't know.
We're kidding.
No, he should not be, ready to do an underwear commercial right after all that. His hair didn't even grow. Were they giving him haircuts while he was in there? Super soldier or not, he's not that super. Press forward and press X near a flat. Well, he's parkour. How much of this man's life has been spent in a coma? As time passed by now. Seems like it happens way too often.
It's down from here. You ready to
Maybe they were using him to figure out to recreate the suit. Well, I'm guessing they were using him somehow to involve with this inhuman stuff. That guy's drugs to make his head big.
What's happening?
Well, it's a long story.
How long was I?
Ubisoft announced the Sands of Time. I know, I saw it. The graphics are questionable at this moment in time.
I'm starting to think people just prefer me on ice.
See? You're already making jokes. Corny ones. But that's normal for you.
Oh, that's janky. Looked like Bucky as the Winter Soldier with long as fuck hair. Yeah, they should at least had his hair get longer. Made a joke about people thinking, yeah, I heard it too. But that's their way of hand-waving away the bad plot writing. We call that lamp shading, chat, in the business. When you have something stupid and you can't write it out of the plot because you've already dedicated to doing it, you put a lampshade on it and make people forget it with a laugh. Something off about his jump. Defies all realms of physics. Glad they built these parkour walls on the space station. Are they moving trucks through here? Why do they make hallways so big?
Captain Rogers.
What is this?
Don't leave us just yet.
Monica! Long time no see. Can't imagine your buddy Tarleton was too thrilled about using superhero blood to replace superheroes.
He leaves the details to me. Stop what you're doing. Now.
Wait a minute. Georgie doesn't know about any of this.
And he never will.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Uh-oh. I think we made her mad.
Why don't they just blow it up instantly? Don't put a timer on it.
Working on it.
You only give it a timer if you want to give them a chance to escape. Yeah, we don't even know where we're going. He's just like going through rooms at this moment. But he's pretending like he knows something.
I'm trying. For a dead guy, you're really pushy.
Oh, I don't have a shield, Chad.
I'm gonna have to brute force this thing. Why didn't you start with that? Out here.
Please evacuate the station immediately.
Grab the other side.
Notice how all the robots are level 1? Well, that's because I'm like a level 1 myself. Got no captain shield. Just a dude who's really strong right now.
Tony, we got company.
Oh, Gilgamesh, this looks like ass. I like that exclamation. It looks even worse for you because this game doesn't stream very well. I have to keep mentioning that. Oh, now the gravity disappears. And comes right back.
Watch that glass, Cap. It can't hold your weight.
Hey, why don't you pick Cap up and fly him? But as I was saying, it looks worse for you, Chad, because this game doesn't stream very well. So it's very ass. Can Super Serum let you breathe in space? Since when can Captain America double jump?
Almost there, Cap.
We don't sit in video games for like video game things like that. That's built into video games' very DNA, the ability to double jump.
Go, go, go! Tony, hurry! Got it. Just buy me some time.
Oh. You know, not everything is a circle will work like that. It has to be weighted and balanced properly. Wait, we just found... Okay, I guess we found an escape pod that was there. Why would you have that in a place that was built as a prison for him?
Yeah, we get it. Shit. Damn it. No. Well, good news is we're not gonna die in a fiery ball of death.
And the bad news?
We'll most likely suffocate first.
Emergencies? There was no one there but Captain America. Who would use it?
That it is. Damn it. So close.
Like I said, there was no one there but Captain and some robots. According to the game, you have no internet connection. Anyway, well, guess the stream's over, huh?
I don't know, last confessions? Your jokes. I just don't get them.
I know, I read your diary. Why'd you smash the reactor, Cap? A lot of people died.
Tony, there was something buried deep beneath the bay. Somehow linked to the reactor, working its way to the surface every minute.
It's the earthquake.
I had to do something. The entire San Andreas fault was about to blow. The ocean would have consumed the city. Millions would have died.
What?
Never doubted you for a second. Just had to hear it, you know?
What does Rare Moo do? Nothing. It's just there for bragging rights.
The hell is that?
Well, look who it is. Am I always going to save the day?
I expect nothing less from the god
So
of
he
thunder.
can breathe in space and talk in space with no, in the vacuum?
Welcome back, Captain.
Oh. Sure, why not? I don't care. I can accept that magic protects him from dying in a vacuum of space, but his voice ain't gonna work.
This was your regenerative formula.
George?
How long have I been your lab rat?
I knew you'd react like this. You'd rather die than need something from them.
I trusted you.
I saved your life. You can control machines with your mind. Just think of all
You
the...
infected me with his blood. It could have killed me.
But it didn't.
That makes it alright.
Remember the dream, George.
How could you make me one of them?
I made you strong.
You stole my hope. And now, I am going to give you the same odds that I had.
We need a different... We need more than just, 3 villains in the game who are super powered.
I will rid the Earth of superpowers. Even if it has to end with me.
Saying it out loud, it is a stupid plan.
George!
I haven't come across even a single bit of intelligence so far.
Hey there, old friend.
He was Harvey in the Watch Dogs, the Walking Dead 3. Yeah, we knew he's Chris, characters from the R3 remake. Didn't know he was Chris in Resident Evil 8 though.
Steve. Nat. God, it's good to see you.
Listen, if I had known you were alive, that they had you.
This isn't on you. Tarleton didn't even know Monica had me.
Jeff Shine is his name. He's an up-and-comer. He's appearing in more and more things. I'll have to keep eventually remember that name.
His men triggered the security protocols.
Cap's suit has a disturbing lack of color for what it normally is.
But that thing in the bay, that was unexpected.
The heat signal.
Noticing a lip sync delay?
What was that?
It's a little bit of there, one there. A little bit of one there.
I don't know. Nat, I just keep thinking, if I hadn't, all those people...
No. This is not your fault.
Based off his winter soldier armor?
Supposed to be in the air.
Why though?
I would have done the same thing.
You're alive. I knew it. I'm sorry. Come on. You should really see this.
Should really come take a look at this cliche. Is it bad you don't give a shit? No.
Welcome back, Captain Rogers. I know I speak for everyone when I say that you're a sight for sore eyes.
Thanks, Jarvis. It's good to be back.
Since the Chimera's near crash into Manhattan, the situation has become dire. I fear AIM will use this as an opportunity to ramp up their persecution of all the Inhumans.
We can't let that happen. The world needs the Avengers now more than ever.
We are preparing for our final confrontation with AIM. I have completed my analysis of Mr. Stark's plans to equip the Avengers for this anticipated confrontation, and will need some special materials to complete them.
Oh,
thanks, Jarvis.
Oh, don't you dare get me grinding now.
Let's see what we need.
Don't you dare.
Excellent, sir. As part of the effort, we might want to help our allies. Commander Hill and Dr. Pym are both reporting serious difficulty in coordinating our efforts due to AIM's draconian control over world communication networks.
How can we help?
They have requested we destroy AIM's main communication hub to help unite the Resistance efforts.
Complete the Stark Tech Outfits assignment. Oh, god damn it.
Speaking of the media, reports of our own Thor Odinson working with ex-AIM scientists in a remote part of Scandinavia have started cropping up on the news. This may be part of
Gotta have
AIM's
special
propaganda
outfits, Jack.
campaign against the Avengers, but it bears investigation.
Agreed. Let's get Thor on this ASAP.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Spidey Thor mission. Thank you, Mayo Big Nasty, for the gift sub to Neospace. Let's level the cap up real quick. Take the gear, you slut. It's high level. What are you? You got no points? Jesus Christ. Oh, god damn it. I'm just gonna like devolve into like a swearing being of meat. Just incapable of anything but Tourette's. Alright, what do we gotta do? Let's see. This isn't necessary. Like training things. Charge. These we don't need to worry about. Player mission power. Called Badlands. This is the only one I think we have to do. I think. The multiplayer mission, don't care. Multiplayer mission, don't care. These are all multiplayer missions. What gives? Okay, what? Dark Link outfits. Tony needs help with a secret project to equip the Avengers with their upcoming battle against AIM. Gather resources scattered across the globe to aid in this effort. Harvest energy amplifiers from fallen prime synthoids. Harvest optic decoders from fallen riot bots. Harvest memory chips from fallen synthoids. It doesn't even tell you. You just go do shit and you do it eventually. Oh, well, I guess that's what we're working on now. What we want to do, how we want to approach this. All Avengers must assault an AIM target and take out Swift. They said something about PIM, Alpha Threat. Don't you love these guys? Yeah, I love life service. It's good stuff. Just take Cap and Thor to level them up. That's what I'm going to do. Fugitive holding facility. Resistance fighters are trapped behind enemy lines. Get to their provided location, defend them until we can secure extraction. You know what? We'll go do this one. It's only one in this entire eastern seaboard, apparently. That way we can mark it off the map. I knew they were going to do it, chat. There's no way they would not have this moment occur. And they did it right before the final mission, too. Bastards. We're going to play as Captain America, and we're going to bring Thor with us. We don't need... Yeah, we don't need you. Bring Thor. And, you kind of need the power, too. Kamala is the strongest one here. One of the easiest missions to unlock the necessary Stark Tech outfit materials is Captain America's mission called Rocket's Red Glare, which can be found in the Utah Badlands section of the War Table map. Simply go through the mission, and by the end of it, players should have enough materials to build the Stark Tech outfits. With these materials in hand, players can continue on to the final 2 levels. Okay, let's do that. Backing out. In Utah, you said, right? Rocket's Red Glare in Utah. Along came a spider. Our town, yeah, Rocket's Red Glare. I saw that one earlier. Alright, we'll do this one. Also, thank you for the lookup, Sly, and thank you, Kip2070 for the sub.
AIM's been spreading their lies about the Resistance for way too long. It has to stop. It's time we replace their poisonous lies with the truth.
But their satellite array is vast. As long as that network is in place, they'll control the narrative.
Jarvis has identified several AIM satellite hubs that control their communications.
I see what you're thinking. If we can take one out, their network would collapse. At least for a few hours.
We'd be able to send messages to the entire Resistance.
Temporarily. So we'll have to make
Love the
every
channel? Well,
word
thank
we
you,
broadcast
my man or lady, whatever you may be. Hopefully you like my really weird live streams too, which are not all, they're not very much like my YouTube videos.
That's how we'll get up there.
You'll find I'm actually a good and loving person. Right, select hero companions. Bring Thor with us. We can bring one more. So, Iron Man's the next, least leveled guy, so we'll bring him. Also, Hitman Max 1, thank you for your 4 months up. Man Law, and this is your first stream. Oh, welcome, by the way. Don't mind all the people mooing at you right now, that's just their way. Alright, I'm ready to go. Launch mission. Moo this man, this good human.
The first thing you'll have to do is acquire the launch code for this space elevator. That'll be risky.
It'll be worth it, Hill. The Resistance is still fragile. We need a way to organize our forces. Open lines of communications will be critical.
I assume you know where to find a set of codes?
Jarvis did some digging. A local AIM base commander has some, so we're gonna pay them a visit.
We're gonna build tech suits to fight the guys who control technology, yes. I guess he can't control Tony Stark's suit, for some reason. That is yet to be explained. But they'll get on it, I'm sure they will, I have faith. Wait, why are you not wearing your armor? What? Why did he get switched back to his t-shirt?
Alright, let's go get those launch codes.
Oh, I forgot to change, mortal. Don't open trash inside, thank you for your tier 1 sub. Oh, okay, let's just... No mask on Cap. Mac, well, if he's not gonna be seen by anyone with robots, he doesn't need it. So, apparently if we do all the stuff here, if we go to all these areas, we'll get all we need, probably. You have to select his outfit, I see.
How you doing, Kamala?
Good, fine. Okay, maybe a little nervous.
Look for a chest with gear nearby.
Good old Jarvis, he's always got the best advice.
There's a chest with gear close by.
Well, that's new.
Bring the pain, people!
The game hasn't taught me how to play as Captain very much yet.
Trouble here. We've got the advantage.
Verdantium shield, I thought it was vibranium. What's the difference between adamantium and vibranium, by the way? Or is there one? Just realized this is Thor's civilian identity as a volunteer medic. Like I thought, that kind of means that despite playing the God of Thunder, Travis Willingham is still somehow cast as a man in uniform. You're right, but I still count it as Asgardian outfit as him being a man in uniform anyways. Jarvis, where's the thing at? Vibranium absorbs kinetic energy. Cut reasonably easily. Adamantium is really hard. Behind the building.
I think we need to hurry.
You think right.
Good morning, Eye Guy. Yeah, I expected your first comment tonight would be on the Sands of Time remake trailer. I know you too well. Yeah, I saw it. I think the graphics of it need improvement, or at least the character models do. That feels a bit weak on it, that it's a remake, but it kind of doesn't look graphically as good as it should.
Is it over?
But hopefully they get that, you know, figured out.
Cap, we need those launch codes.
On my way.
I'll definitely play that when it comes out, since I never got to play the original. Can you, Cap, really not break this? Can I order one of the team who can break it? Why does Cap sound like Travis Willingham? That's Thor.
Don't worry. We got this.
I was holding triangle. Cap is wimpy. That's me holding triangle. Only heavy characters can break walls. Wonderful. Alright, whatever, I didn't really need it, it's just like bonus gear. What do those switches even do, I wonder? This massive 5G tower. But it gave me a chime. I'm not sure what it did though. So vaginally? What? Wait, what? To get vaginally? What do you mean? So vaginally, to get all the gear, you need to play the level multiple times. I mean, I get that second part of your sentence, but what's that have to do with vaginally? Basically, oh, that's one hell of a very good typo. Be proud of that one. You should start more sentences like that. So, vaginally speaking, what are you doing next Tuesday?
Had to happen.
We've harvested some memory chips.
Okay, take a breather, kids.
Sucks that you can't switch characters. Well, the reason for that is because they expected these characters to be controlled by your friends as you play this multiplayer-wise, which I am not doing. Look at the area. I am. I'm always looking at the area. There's no need to fight a lot of enemies here. If I want to get all this stuff I need to get back there. I just don't know what you're asking me to look at. I see nothing different. Oh, the door open. That's it? Okay. Well, I don't have to come to the back wall anymore. That was a... Why would you put the switch to your door out there like that on a tower? My mind doesn't think in that kind of moon logic. Alright, let's continue to grind. We need, you'll fight more enemies, get more parts. Commander Hill, I've infiltrated Emosts. You know, this game doesn't deserve, you know, that level of humor. Let's save that for better games that we enjoy. Jesus, why did you go zip zap zoom? Right. 9 of 20 memory chips harvested. Need more chips. My favorite cheese is Parm. No, my favorite. Well, I do like Parm, but not by itself, obviously. No one who out there actually eats chunks of Parmesan all by itself. So I wouldn't call it my favorite cheese. Gouda is my favorite cheese. Delicious chunk of Parmesan. No one does that, or at least no one normal. You do eat Parmesan like that? Freak.
I'm guessing the big one's the base commander.
The one in this central area, yes.
Let's get his attention.
That travel time. Oof. He's got a skull above him. Not a good sign. Remember when people were playing Spider-Man and now no one is even talking about it? Well, it's because it's like been a while, but people really enjoyed that game. Monotonic Exo, huh? That was a waste.
That was just a warm-up.
I'm red now. You notice both him and Black Cat both have red ultimate moves. While everyone else just gets bigger.
Excellent work. Extracting the launch codes now.
Time for an elevator ride?
Not quite. The elevator is controlled by a multi-point authentication system powered by 3 junction boxes. Jarvis will need control of them to fake the authentication to get you inside.
Why can't it ever be easy?
Because, dear, we want people to play this for at least 20 hours. Vaginally, you're the same. It's good to hear.
There is a chest with special resources.
I'm glad there's no
close to
vaginal
your
difference.
location. Sir, AIM is now on full alert. You should expect heavy resistance at the transport center.
How much more grinding I had to do, but apparently more. This game tried to lampshade its own bullshit. Yeah, it had to. It had no choice. Their own fault, though.
It's now or never, Cap. Better get to that elevator before they shut the thing down entirely.
Shut the hell up. I will get there at my own goddamn leisure. I'm so mad I'm speaking words correctly, Chad. I said leisure instead of leisure. My English teacher would be proud. You get that weirdness when you get angry, you get verbally correct. So technically, I'm pretty sure you can still say leisure and it's correct as well. It's the British pronunciation. I get more British the more angry I get, Chad. I don't know why. What you fucking doing now, mate? No, that's not. No, that's not. It's not British. That's just shitty British. Anything left out here to grind with? I don't think so. Check over here. There's a red exclamation mark.
We can't let them shut down the elevator.
I'm a Yahtzee from zero punctuation.
Hostiles.
Look for
but
a
he's
chest
always
containing
British,
special
regardless.
resources nearby.
What you doing there, bro?
Great job.
I don't get any like special stuff for beating these dudes. I need robots. Holy shit, did he get pinned to the wall? Oh, that was the hammer. He did get pinned to the wall. Best thing he ever did was refuse to acknowledge the multiplayer of Resident Evil 3 even existed. Well, technically I didn't either. I didn't play it. Can you even get up there, Cap? You gotta go the hard way. That's why all these floating platforms exist, by the way, chat, because they have character who can fly.
If they find out what we're
You have
headed
to give
for,
the
they'll
other characters
change
who
the
can't
launch
fly a
codes.
way of getting up there.
Don't give them the time.
That's all I came up here for. Go over there. Wonder if you can charge Jarvis from English to American English. What about Southern English? I say, Mr. Stark, you're doing a right good job out there, good buddy. I just want to tell you that there is a chest nearby. You might want to give it a look-see. I'll let you get back to it. You have a good Sunday now. But don't you want all of your AIs to sound like that? Access denied. Well, I don't care. It's just a stupid chest anyways. You prefer your AI with an Irish accent? Or an Irish accent?
Game time.
You want AI to suka blood?
Hostile
Well,
spotted.
I'm sure AIs from Russia will suka blood at you. Why didn't you think of letting people in chat play multiplayer with you? Because... one, I like to play games single player. I'm not really into multiplayer. And I wouldn't also want to subject 3 or 4 other people to this game. I wouldn't recommend people go out and buy it. Just to play it with me, which is what might happen. Some people will actually put down the money just to play with their favorite streamer. They make it an option. And I don't want people doing that. Also, it's just... there's also, they might in-game chat, and that would, be part of my video and screw up the recording. What do we got here? Something over there. Main thing over there. That's space elevator, huh? Then you have people feeling bad because they get left out, they don't get to play with me, and it's only like the chosen ones who get to do it. So I usually don't make that a thing. I try to treat everyone in my chat fairly. I don't want to reach that stage where like, oh, only subs get to play with me today. Better hit at those subs, that kind of bullshit. Once left the multiplayer thing open in Borderlands 2, a fucker swooped in and stole your boss kill. You know what? Let's go. Wait, what am I to tackle? I'm not seeing any goddamn enemies. Fuck it. We'll just let them spawn. Simp time. Technically, it is Simp September. That's why you're getting these deals on your 25% off your first sub.
A shield ally is in trouble nearby and needs your help.
Nice work. Time for some shut-eye. Attack.
What's my overall impression of the game? Not great. It's a bit of a goddamn mess. It's mediocre at its best. It's a janky garbage fest at its worst.
Hostile spotted.
It clearly needed about another year or so of it to cook. It feels underdone at this moment. It's fucking raw! Is a good way of putting it in a meme fashion.
I'm kind of disappointed it's over.
Good. It seems like a pretty standard AA game. No, this game's a mess. It seemed pretty standard, like just middling to me when I first started playing it, but it's really just started to pack it in now. Tier 3 subs unlock a secret Persona 5 Sins video, huh? I mean, if I were an evil man, I could make that something like that. Hey, if we get 50 Tier 3 subs, I'll send Persona 5. No. I like people to like just
Theo, work your magic.
chill out and hang out with me. They don't have to worry about it and that kind of thing. It's funner that way for me. I like to think of myself as the good guy still when it comes to content creation. I don't just try to suck all the money out of you. Dudes down there.
Enemy down.
Give me the robot things I need. Michel Desante thought I was the good guy, huh? I am the good. I am the guy who goods.
Okay, I think that was all of them for the time being.
How am I? I'm good. No problems today. Am I having a nice stream? Well, not nearly as bad as last night's gone, but give it time. You never know what it'll throw at me next. Right now we're in a grinding session though. We gotta get special materials to make suits. And it's going slowly. Supposedly this level would give you most of what you need, but I don't know if it's going to.
Get
Did you see the lock, the classic SOT outfit filter
so
and weapons and SOT remake by the pre-order wall? I did not.
So you'll need to keep their forces at bay.
What's the most mechanically bad game you've done on stream aside from this one? The most mechanically bad game besides this one? Wolfenstein was pretty shit. The Wolfenstein New Blood thing, which was very similar to this in that regards. Everything was super tanky to extreme degrees, and you just backtrack through the same levels over and over again. But I'm sure there's worth. Resident Evil 5 was pretty garbage. I'm sure if I put my actual IQ to it, I could probably come up with some good examples of just pure shit that I played on stream. When people give him a fuck ton of money, please have things to buy yourself. Twitch Thoughts, $5 a month. Yeah, but you get to masturbate to them, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I don't think there's too many people out there masturbating to me. That's where the real value is. Have you missed anything? No, I don't think you have, actually. Alright, I've checked out everywhere. The only thing left to do is go into big, shiny base.
Let's do this right.
Do I want you to? You know what? You don't need to. There's probably far hotter people. Oh, it's one of these again.
AIM's got a junction back.
We'll stop them.
Capture another point. It's actual porn to watch in Roll 34 and not so artists on Twitter. You know, there's plenty of that everywhere these days.
The more junctions, the better. Keep at them.
Roger Wilco.
All right, Jarvis is gonna start now.
And playing as Captain America kind of sucks. You don't have the mobility of the others. Uh-oh, I think I need that riot bot for the, like, my stuff.
Down you go.
He's just not mobile, and I've gotten used to all the mobility of the others.
You have to get AIM off those junctions.
I need the riot bot. You get back here.
Let's shake this up.
Stop getting knocked further and further away. Oh, you motherfucker. You got... Oh. Oh, I hated that. I needed, like, the part from that.
Hey, where did this thing come from?
AIM's got a junction back.
We'll stop them.
This is it. Scratch another bad guy.
I think I need to go collect these hard points again because bad things. Give me these batteries, I need those. Alright. Oops. This game feels like some kid did their project on the last minute.
The ones and zeros
We've come up with
he's
so
spitting
many
out
different
seem promising,
descriptions of what this game is
all
like
security
over
locks
the
on the
course of our
elevator have been
playthrough chat.
disabled. You're clear to go, Cap.
All right, this is it.
One super long elevator ride coming up.
The ones and zeros he's spitting out seem promising, but we need to keep control of the junctions.
We're going back to space again. Why didn't we do this last time instead of using the Tony's spacesuit? You love and proud that you made your first meme of vaginally speaking.
Ride.
It is a good one. It's always the accidental ones that are the best.
Incredible.
No telling what kind of defenses this satellite has. We get in, set the place to self-destruct, and then get the hell out. Clear?
Crystal.
We're just back. What, they had another space station? This doesn't even make sense now. Now, like how I said, now. It doesn't make sense now.
Rest now, Mjolnir.
Gotta reuse
Find
those
the console
textures,
to
by the
open
way.
the central hub's doors.
Chug is vaginally tough on me. Vaginally, we're screwed. Hold on a second. Vaginally, I have to hack. They've been recycling levels for a while, actually.
They do. You gotta take everything down
I know
or
it was
that satellite
autocorrect.
will stay up.
I've had that happen at times. So what's this one containing? Just, their satellite network or something. You don't need the space station to run
those. As soon as
those.
you take the satellite out, we'll send out a message as wide as possible.
You have anything you need? Apparently not. These are the porn servers in space? You're on Sarayu streams and you're talking about your kinks? What's mine? You ain't getting that information out of me.
Power overloading across the station.
Yes! Take that!
Power surging!
Gotta love the classics.
Gotta get something off my chest!
Going to get Halo SE levels of recycle. That's pretty hard to do because they just only had half a game and they recycled an entire half of it and just made you go through it backwards. That game's legendary. It's still good though, weirdly, despite that. That's like the only game that has ever managed to get away with it, I think.
Heat level critical. Diverting all power to maintaining station integrity.
The communication array is beginning to fall apart. We're
Fuck, we're fighting a
to our outpost on the
godbot
East
over here.
Coast. Soon the world.
Those heals, give me those heals. Those delicious green heals. Yeah, I think I needed those things from the godbot as well. Why am I even bothered to punch anything when this does everything I need? Seems like your range attacks deal with it. They usually do, you know. Chat, are you getting freaky in chat? Come on, chat. This game should completely kill your libido. I know that's the furthest thing from my mind right now.
Communication hub compromised. Station disrupt imminent.
Get ready to broadcast.
Get out of there! It's about to blow!
Well, there's our second space station destroyed. What? Oh, you literally just
30
that.
seconds remaining.
Warning. Station integrity critical. Please evacuate immediately.
Apparently, our gigantic futuristic space stations operate under Legend of Zelda logic when it comes to opening doors. You've been here in a while, you moved back to university and didn't have internet for 5 whole days. That must have been terrible, my man. 5 days. Jesus. I'd be at killing people level after that. But welcome back, by the way, John Mack. Cock and ball torture. But Chad, do you realize that now with vaginally speaking and cock and ball torture, we have 2 genital-based memes?
To anyone out there resisting the tyranny of AIM, to everyone who's scared or doesn't know where to turn, the Avengers are back, and we won't let you down again.
We just destroyed a space station to send that one message. Need a CBT emote.
Fellow Americans, we're here where protesters have gathered in response to a nationwide threat to our freedom. This morning, the heads of all major military agencies were held under duress by AIM's new adaptoids. Panic erupted when many awoke to large AIM gunships hovering above our major cities. As the military begins to mobilize, a tense standoff has gripped the nation.
Of course. That's my tech. Is my cloaking tech.
Wait a minute. Something's happening.
Emergency. Inhuman activity detected. Please evacuate the area immediately. AIM is here for your protection.
Sir, I'm receiving a distress call from a resistance sanctuary in New York.
AIM's trying to draw us out. If we rescue them, it'll look like we're attacking.
Doesn't matter what it
This
looks
game
like.
is as bad as US 3 of a bid
We
license.
see someone who needs help.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
So you do what you need to do. We're leaving.
So much for the Avengers having to work hard to win everyone over.
Cap.
Yeah, the bad guy
Got
just
Pim to
realized he's
send
been
us
a
what he
villain
has
all
on New
along.
York if you
Makes it
wanna
easy
take a
for him,
look.
doesn't it?
Meet me in the tech lab.
On my way.
All it takes. No, that would also take too much time and writing effort and all. Well, thankfully that was correct. We did get all we need to upgrade our shit. So now we go make our special suits. I'm not thinking of upgrading my GPU. I'm going to get the new 380. I've kind of been waiting for. I held on to my 1080 after I built my new PC, waiting for that.
All right, Nat. What have we got?
Turns out Pim has been tracking that thing since it showed up in the sky. It doesn't seem to follow a set route, so we can't anticipate its movements. His best guess is that it responds to activity alerts from AIM's agents, coupled with its own sensors.
It's going to see us coming.
But AMD launches something incredible. I still
The
don't trust
Resistance will
AMD's
feed us their
drivers.
data, so we'll have intel on its location at all times. That should at least give us a leg up.
Great. Get the Quinjet.
And I think it'd be kind of hard for them to outdo what Nvidia's offering with the 3000 series.
Consider it done.
But I'll give them a fair shake, but to me it's always been that their drivers have always been the major issue. I guess they're just gonna make the costumes automatically. I don't have to worry about that myself. Well, the fabrication machine, huh? Oh, is this it? Acquire credits, huh? Downloading required. Oh. Heroic credit package. 500 credits. Mighty credits package. How much did that cost me? Oh shit. You're not gonna show anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. That off. I don't think it showed anything important, but it's all blurred out, but still. Yeah, I'm not buying any of that. Dude, go back. No, you don't have to pay to complete the game. I don't think. Nimble buff chestplate. These are just the cosmetic. Yeah, I know. They'll give me the stuff on the mission. Tony will be making it. Do you know why they just didn't make a good single-player game with good story and characters? Because some people bought into this thing. You make even more. Well, you can make more money with a successful game as service than you can just a single-player game. But when it comes to a single game as service game, it's either good or it's garbage. There doesn't seem to be much middle ground. Can you imagine if you had to pay to finish the game? Well, you do have to pay to play the game in the first place, so it's kind of the same. What? There's something in the Utah Badlands again? Oh, it's just Cap. Cap has another mission. No, that's the one I just completed, but it's just still green. Oh, those are just the iconic missions again. Don't care. Eastern Seaboard. 100 bits. TFW, you nearly fuck up and reveal your financial info. Well, none of it was actually revealed. Not when you just look at that. It just says, you want to buy this? And anything there is just start out. Alright, what do we got? Mayhem over Manhattan campaign mission. AIM forces are closing on humans hiding in New York. The Avengers must rescue them before it's too late. MS so little story. Select mission. What else do we got? Wait, this is over Manhattan, chat. Look at the geology. Manhattan, New York City. Here in the Green Mountains of... Where on the map? You know, well, they got the location on the coast right, but... I don't look much like a new Manhattan for me. Maybe Manhattan in 1763. It's Manhattan, West Virginia, you see. I'm gonna make a note of that because I might forget that little bit. You know, creating a map of a representation of the city on the map would be difficult. Take me home, Manhattan, West Virginia. What are the other ones? You know, what's this one? It's, this is, I want to point out, this is east of Manhattan. This place right here. And east of Manhattan is the Atlantic Ocean. You never visit the snowy mountains of Manhattan? I hear it's lovely this time of year. What are you doing, Dex? You're meowing for attention? I get you. Hey Luigi, what do you think Brooklyn looks like in our universe? In the Marvel universe? I don't know, Mario. I hear it's kind of shit. Final mission notification. Oh, thank God. We're about to start the campaign's final mission. Do you wish to continue? That makes me happy. Mad at Dex? My madness at Dex will resolve itself in minutes after she bites me. Select hero companions. Alright. We'll play as your main character here. We'll bring with us... I think we'll stick with these three, actually. We'll bring those three with us. Play as Kamala. It is her coming of age and becoming an Avenger story, after all. So let us begin.
Alright, what's the play?
Not sure there's any chance of us getting into this city undetected.
Yeah, pretty sure you rising from the dead is gonna attract attention.
Then we give them something to draw their attention. Like maybe a son of Odin.
I will bring the lightning, Captain. They won't even see you on the ground.
They should have made an Iron Man. Well, there is an Iron Man VR game. It's apparently pretty good.
Sir. Put them through.
Hello? Anyone out there? They found us. They say we need to be cured, but we know what that means. Please, someone...
What's this? Someone found a radio? Don't worry. You'll all be cured soon.
Jarvis, can you get a location?
Right away, sir.
Wasn't I supposed to get a special suit?
I've traced the call back to an apartment in the evacuation zone.
I don't get it. Why are they evacuating?
Because of us, Inhumans. To them, we're a disease.
AIM has people believing they're dangerous. It's only gotten worse over the years.
Guess that'll happen eventually. Aren't they technically a disease? I don't know. Most of them just have superpowers and sit around doing nothing with it. Suit is after the mission, I see. What are we doing?
Please evacuate the area. If you see an acute,
Imagine thinking having superpowers is a disease. You know, I think there's like you gotta like. I mean, we have a dude who can teleport anywhere around the world. He could change things for the better. No, he's got a virus. Point out that this mission was shut down in the mountains on the map and starts you in a port. Like I said, it's still this is, you know, Manhattan, but this looks more in line. Well, definitely I don't think this is Manhattan. That's Manhattan over there. We kind of like miss Manhattan by a few city miles. Hey Jarvis, you'll land us in the Bronx. What's the deal? I like that AIM has just put laser turrets and like gravity pads all over the city just for like fun in games. There's like literally nothing to do in these city streets they've made, is there? Can't afford to get your parking validated in Manhattan proper. What if you well, look at that. What if you accidentally parked on one of those? Oh, I'm pulling up for work. No, you're parked on the roof. That seems like a massive danger they haven't thought through very well. That teleporting guy could revolutionize Amazon. He's got so much potential, and he's like, no, disease.
We'll get you out of there.
Those power cells control the locking mechanism. There is a chest with gear close by.
I'm taking my hits for him, making things hard. He would be the Deliberator, but better. They also should have had a, you know, I was kind of waiting for that fire shooting, you know, Inhuman guy to become a do something, since he did get his own cutscene. I guess he's not gonna make an appearance when he, you know, it's like, no, they were just to show they're like Inhumans are sad, not to do anything impractical like make him into a character. No, but there's still time. Maybe he'll show up. You'd love to have superpowers. Most people would, but because they couldn't use the X-Men, they had to come up with something else. The Dante rip. Yeah, I even gave him the name Dante. Yeah, it's literally X-Men, only with the Inhumans instead. I mean, part of this plot is you'll robots that are special, and you'll link to the Inhumans.
That did it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
But considering I've seen none of the Inhumans capable of doing anything but standing around, and that one guy who can teleport and one guy who can shoot fire at her, I don't know why they're considered such a threat. They don't do anything. Who are the Inhumans? They're like humans that have alien DNA, and once they are exposed to Terrigen gas, they can become gain powers. I think. But they're really just like a shittier version of the X-Men. Rendering Manhattan. Yeah, compare this game to Spider-Man, by the way, when it comes to, you know, citywide streets. Oh, my God. It's kind of sad, actually.
Yield to the storm!
Ow.
We got this.
Yeah, I feel bad for this game because another Spider-Man game comes out in just another month or so. I think, unless it gets delayed. But I'm gonna guess that's one of the launch games for the PS5. Oh, buddy. Oh, ow. Oof. That's rough. Impressive, core display though, keeping yourself levitated. All right, what's left?
Thank you.
Please, they've been searching the city for Inhumans. Our friends were on the way to the safe house.
We'll find them. Go now. Find safety, my friend.
Better hurry. Don't know how many of these guys are out there.
I've located another containment cell.
How could we let this
Is this really the final
We
mission?
have a chance to stop them now.
Avengers beating up on blue-collar AIM employees who are in it for the health plan and college match investment funds for their kids. Probably even a union. You know, yeah, they haven't really established, you know, most of the AIM people as bad. Just MODOK and his, you know, girlfriend. Or whatever her name is. You think it's a good idea to have real-life superheroes? You know, I'm gonna guess having people who are, you know, stronger and better than your average human isn't gonna actually turn out that well. When you have people who can defy the rules of physics and reality, they're basically gods.
They may drop something useful if defeated.
So, and usually when that happens, you're like, you know, it gets lorded above you. I mean, think about it. If someone had the ability to teleport, they instantly can become the richest person on Earth. Just because they can, like, do something no one else can do. Their skills are going to be so high demand, they will get paid anything they demand. They would have all the leverage in reality. Where am I going? There, I guess. Murder bot. Thank you, camera. I love being able to see. He's animated like a much less charismatic Gumby. I like that description. But her animations are the best in the game, actually. It should have just been like a true origin story for her and then just like left everything else out. They probably could have made a much better game. Locate more Inhuman holding cells. Yeah, I gotta ask though, since we are in Manhattan, what the hell is Spider-Man doing right now? You're gonna have to explain that at some point, like say he was like off-world or somewhere else. Guy went to jetpack operator school for 80 hours to learn how to use that thing and get safely certified. Hulk killed him with a rock. You know, I think it's cool that we live in a timeline where jetpacks finally exist, though, I gotta say. I mean, they're still not something your average person is ever going to be using, or be stupid enough to use, but they are there. He's the final, like, Spider-Man is the final boss. Maybe he's not active yet. The Avengers Initiative stuff does take place after this. Like I said, I guess it could be the case, but who knows? I don't know what the timeline is for this game and how it works in the rest of it. Or if even the Spider-Man from Sony is like technically canon in this world. I don't guess it is. But I do know that Spider-Man is like eventually... Yeah, well actually he has to be, because you can, if you play in the PS4 version of this game, you get Spider-Man. He isn't canon? Yeah. I think someone said that earlier, but... Kind of glad
There
that
is
too.
a chest with special resources close to your location. One of our Resistance allies is close by and could use some help.
They're empty.
What's dead should stay dead, Captain. And the weak give way to the strong.
Sounds
What the hell,
familiar.
camera? Stop.
Those guys lost too.
That's enough from these Svinya.
Let's find the...
Oh, she said something in Russian chat.
Well, we know they're heavily armed.
And they love to hear themselves talk.
Sounds familiar.
A little bit, adding a little bit of
Ooh, I
flavor
feel
to the character you
seen.
see. On a giant robot, yeah, we've mentioned before, it's basically the alien suit. Just have me traveling back and forth across a few city blocks for your final mission, rescuing people, by the way, video game. Is this the little child you play as at the start? Yeah, she's, 5 years older now. Over there.
Get off me!
Watchdogs!
Protect the Inhumans!
Avengers, help!
Get them! We can halt the infection. No one else will suffer.
We're not infected!
Over there, I see. I was wondering where the hell that was coming from.
Look for a chest with gear nearby.
Will Miss Marvel get a paycheck? You know, do the Avengers actually get paid? I don't think they do. I think it's completely voluntary. Actually, we've mentioned Spider-Man being absent, but better question, what about every other Marvel here, Super? Yeah, they did mention Captain Marvel and have her poster at the beginning of the game. She's been missing for 5 years and doesn't even know all this has happened. Stop jumping. But no, only these Marvel people matter. No recognizable ones. The rest are safer DLC. My brain is shutting down, that's why I'm not saying much right now, by the way.
It's not safe out here. Find somewhere to hide while we clear the way to the safe house.
Okay,
Yeah, I actually mentioned when I first started playing this, Crystal Dynamics Crystal Engine is not good for this game at all.
He's alerted them, but they're trapped inside.
There's
Forwarding the
quite a few
code to the
mechanics that are
safe house
clearly just dragged and dropped from Tomb Raider into it.
Right for it. Patrols must have found
And worse for it too.
Good thing one of us can fly. We have to get them out of there.
Alright, more rescue time. Eat brain food. I'm in my fasting period for the day. No more eating. I think what it is just they had this game dropped in their lap and they really didn't know what to do with it. It never feels like this game had a clear design. What did they rip from Tomb Raider? Some of the platforming is directly from it. I'm pretty sure Black Widow's character model is obviously originally based off Lara's too. It feels like it. Good. More people rescued. Good. I'm a good person.
Help me, Avengers! Appreciate the help, Avengers!
This one was optional. I don't know if I get anything from doing it or not. You can disable screen shake in this game? Whatever happened to Taskmaster, by the way? He proved useful. I guess that was what he's hired to do and he's done now. I don't think he's coming back at this point. But they really needed more villain characters instead of just some generic robots. I'm still waiting to see if Abomination will show up again.
Do not attempt to confront an inhuman yourself. Get to a safe area and remain there until the situation is resolved.
They are blocking our way.
Not by accident.
Are you kidding me? I did all that stretchy arm stuff and I can't jump over a fence? The Avengers are stopped by the use of a simple chain link fence. Oh, it's these guys that we saw one time so far, and they're only now appearing again.
Their agent is down.
That sniper over there needs to get fucked right now. I think these guys are a little over-leveled for me for some reason.
Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Got you a present.
Another enemy defeated.
Do you think there will be a Doctor Doom game? You mean where you play as Doctor Doom? Where you, well, if there's a Fantastic Four game, it'd be appropriate for him to be the villain. But Fantastic Four's weight seems diminished over the years, at least in terms of games and movies. And I think, let's be honest, if they made a Fantastic Four game, it might very well be like this, because since you'd be playing as multiple characters. After playing this game, I'm a lot more worried for the Batman game and then the Justice League game now. Because even though they say these games aren't, live service, they're still gonna be team-based games. Heading over there. Now we're headed to Manhattan proper. Yeah, do I have any points to level up? Jesus. Menu, stop. Yeah, I got a skill. What do I want? Rapidly press square, chain the light attack combo to a powerful overhead. Yeah, we'll grab that. 5 square and then 1 triangle. Can do it anytime though. You're tired as fuck, but you're staying till the end. I don't think we got too much left. But they are dragging this out horribly. If the final fight is just on a dock, that's gonna be just perfect. Perfect way to end the game. Where's the Chrysler building? You know, it's only loosely based on Manhattan. What do you want, Dex? You can't be climbing on my shoulder while I'm playing a video game, you realize? Hold on, chat. Cat emergency. Had to pet. Alright, you gotta get down now. You're not allowed on the desk. There we go. Alright, Cat is now back on the floor. Alright. Over there, last one. You know, this is gonna be a big boss fight. This is a gigantic boss fight arena, I can tell. That entire whatever's in that building is gonna erupt and destroy it, and we're gonna fight this out here.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere. A derivative of Terrigen, but I've never seen anything like it.
Are we in danger here?
Aren't we always?
True.
Take a 2-minute cat break. There's no such thing as a 2-minute cat break. It turns into more. You're back and full of pasta and garlic bread. Garlic bread.
Readings are more concentrated here. Better get inside.
Avengers! Come on! Glad you're here. We can't. They have this thing hunting Inhumans. We tried to sneak out, but they have eyes everywhere.
We'll take care of the watchdogs. Don't worry.
Not them. That thing in the sky.
Well, we have our teleporter guy just to get you out of here right now.
Stay down until the resistance comes for you. 4. Looks like we're gonna need some air
69% done with 2020. Not bad.
I will meet it in the sky.
Terrigen levels rising.
Activate respirators.
Did I say Aiden Pierce is back? Yeah, but I'm not impressed. No one really liked Aiden before. What?
Of the inhuman gene and
it just goes to show since they don't have a main character in the new one that people are like, wait, we just play as old people. It's the only funny thing about it. Oh. Now what? Ow. It's like I'm fighting the Koopa's Doom ship. He put flamethrowers on a mobile air fortress cat. Shit. My other teammates are too stupid to figure out how to fight this fight, so it's up to me. This boss fight looks really boring. I'm not gonna lie, it's not impressing me. You know what this reminds me of, Chad? This reminds me of the final boss of Bionic Commando.
Detected.
Where you're fighting a giant airship and with multiple parts of it. But that was an actual good game. Oh, I see.
I'm in trouble here.
I also better get Captain America up because I'm a little busy.
Thanks for the assist.
Let myself die up here though, I'll be in trouble. Now what? I'm just attacking Vince over and over again.
You're making progress.
Thank you, 1D Crow for the sub, by the way. Oh. I'm at a loss, Chad. This is so stupid. Maybe I go back down here somewhere. I don't know. Oh no, shit. Oh. I need, someone come over here, heal me, please. If you're smart enough, just, there you go.
Thank you.
Attack the eye. I don't know if it's nearly dead for me just doing everything else I've been doing. Oh, there's one below it.
trouble here.
Okay, I died while I wasn't watching, but that's fine with me.
All clear. What is this thing?
Let's get its black box back to the Chimera. I'll do some digging.
Sorry, new recording. I've only been on this one for 36 minutes. It saves automatically, chat. I mean, the game does.
Jarvis, I've uploaded the warship's transmitter database. Trace launch
Oh, this
location.
is chunky as hell.
Retracing flight path.
That dark Terrigen. Tarleton wants to kill us all. We have to do something.
He can't cure the Inhumans, so he's gonna take them all out. And this is just the beginning.
Sir?
What do we got?
According to the flight path, the machine originated from the San Francisco Bay.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that area dozens of times after A-Day.
Perhaps this is a ruse. They mean to throw us off course.
Unlikely. Residual radiation and mineral deposits on the wreckage confirms the craft has been in the Bay Area recently.
Then how did no one see it?
Same way they didn't see the warships coming. It's cloaked.
The quarantine. No aircraft, no ships in or out.
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
I love it when they all finish each other's thoughts and sentences.
Warships. Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
No! No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them!
Like there's
Then we go to the
thousands of
source.
Inhumans all over the country? How?
And
They
shut
were
it down.
all in... They all originated from San Francisco.
Jarvis, plot a course to San Francisco.
They'd be kind of concentrated in that area.
Okay. Well, if we're going into battle with our big-headed friends, Death Fortress, Robot Army, and the flotilla of warships, we might as well look good doing it, right? Right.
I had that big damn hero moment. Hulk, though, he just gets metal pants.
Wait, aren't you gonna say the thing?
What?
So what does it do for the rest of them, though?
Avengers assemble.
Yeah, we don't really say that.
Just be cool, okay?
Got it.
That was an awkward end to the scene. The achievement. What do those suits do for them, though? It's give them new powers or just make them look cool? Both sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
Jarvis, do you have the fortress?
Mapping radiation signatures now.
Georgie boy sure has been busy.
They're right on top of your heat signal, Cap. That must be the source of AIM's Terrigen.
Nat, take us down.
But they're all wearing like
Noah and I
Tony
will
Stark
take out the
power
main
armor. It should
control
do
tower.
something for them, but I'm gonna guess
Tony,
it doesn't.
Knock out as many of those generators as you can. We stop that signal. We stop those warships. Hulk, clear a path.
Hold on, I need to level up. You got 2 full points. We want that in. Sprinting, and then there's hold that to execute powerful kicks. Carbo kick, press X again to execute a follow-up attack that knocks enemies on their feet, leaving them vulnerable. Yeah, we'll grab that. And yeah, definitely start a new recording now though, just in case. Also, none of this explains why they gave Kamala an outfit with a Miss Marvel emblem. Why did they suddenly decide that? Did they just think, we only have one other woman right now, let's just give you her leftovers. Yeah, I guess she doesn't have a superhero name yet. I've been waiting for them to drop it for a while.
Bam! AIM's down
Boom.
another hangar. Or 3.
Pace yourself, Stark.
Hey, some people don't have 1,000 years of blowing stuff up to look forward to, Rapunzel.
Oh, he missed you, Thor.
Feels like only yesterday
That's
we
how
were all
old
together like this.
Thor is already.
Still bringing the dad jokes, Cap. Okay?
We learn what was unleashed by the earthquakes in the bay? No. It all ends where it began, yeah, San Francisco. Well, you know, it looks like I'm more like Big Shell when you think about it. Diamond Dogs, we'll build it all again. Better and bigger than last time.
More generators down.
No sign of the other Inhumans.
Have some faith. They gotta be around here
We're
somewhere.
actually, the final mission of this game, chat, is actually just one of the multiplayer things in Metal Gear Solid 5. We're attacking a really well built up Big Shell base.
I see you all assembled together again. You're making this easy for me. Offering yourselves up for the slaughter.
What the hell is this?
Let me guess. Robots glowing purple?
Tarleton?
Yeah. He can control units remotely. Take those out first.
Wayne, Snake can, you know what, Snake could work as a superhero. If Black Cat can do it, then Snake is certainly, you know, Avenger worthy.
Oh, take him out.
Also, make a pass so I can get over there.
Your time's up, George. I'm coming for you.
Optimistic to the end. You'll die with a smile on your face.
Avengers, on me.
No, it's Avengers symbol. Got another skill point. What do I want that on? Next of all, blocking with shield block to parry and incoming. Yeah, we'll go with something heavy. Mid-air hold Trump. Yeah, we want that. We should have gone with range attack. Intrinsic ability. What is his intrinsic ability? Hold R2 to block incoming attacks, draining intrinsic shield block energy available amounts based on the attack. Throwing attacks or to play. Okay, just blocking.
A monster on their team.
They do. Abomination?
But is he house trained?
Is he still here? We've only seen him the one time. That's where Hulk looks so stupid in those. What do those even do for you, Hulk? Like seriously, what? I want to know what these cyber outfits do for them. Hulk needs metallic codpiece. I don't know, something.
What is this?
People everywhere are starting to panic. They're running and screaming. Some seem affected by the mess. It's like it's triggering something inside of them.
Could have worn a mask.
AIM is firing on the Air Force. Let's get out of here, run! Captain Rogers, we told ourselves Terrigen was going to change the world.
I know. We made a mistake, George.
Don't call me that. George failed. MODOK won't. We can't cure this, or what we've become.
What are you saying?
Power cannot be controlled. I know that now. It has to be destroyed.
No.
Our sacrifice will be remembered, Captain.
So you come up with the means of you will infect everyone, then kill them. Am I right?
I'm guessing you all caught that.
Let's take out that signal tower. And
Can we establish why it's called MODOK here? Not that I'm aware of.
As am I.
Big guy.
we can't get to the last transmitter in the Quinjet. Too much cover fire.
We got this. The door ahead leads to the transmitter space. I'll follow Hulk's lead, and try not to fall to my death.
Good plan. Give me a second. Accessing the system.
Yeah, okay. Why doesn't... Yeah, like I said, I want to point this out. His plan is he wants to kill everyone that isn't infected, but first he has to infect them, I think. Well, no, he's infecting everyone to find out who will turn into an Inhuman, I believe, is the idea. So he's gonna just spray the gas and turn everyone who can be turned into an Inhuman into one, then kill them. But to do so, he's deployed airships that will apparently just be able to like hunt them down across the country and shoot them. Oh, dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Oh, we've added platforming. Oh, that's a hologram.
We can't get to the last transmitter in the Quinjet. Too much cover fire.
We got this. The door ahead leads to the transmitter's base. I'll follow Hulk's lead. And try not to fall
Already about,
my
was it?
death.
Yeah.
Good plan. Give me a second. Accessing the system.
Shield block. Hold R2 to block incoming shield attacks. Counter shield absorbs incoming attack damage until it's...
Get that door open.
On it. Keep an eye on its force field generators. When they pulse yellow, take them out.
Hey, I think I understood that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, there's a teenager on this channel. Watch your mouth.
What'd she say? Did she say something dirty? I don't know. I want to know something interesting. Secondary benefits is that the mental pants prevent Hulk's massive cheeks from clapping because, well, wouldn't that just like create a shockwave that actually works in his favor?
Sheesh, he's really got the whole villain monologue thing down, doesn't he?
5 years of practice.
God, I hate it when they acknowledge that they're comic book characters.
We'll work on it.
Aha, we're aware of the comic book memes. We're cool. Come on, Hulk, get back over here. Yeah, twerking from the Hulk would not be something you want to be near. Hulk twerk, yeah, that everyone in the club is dead. Maybe he has the villain monologue thing down, but I can't say because I can't hear him either. There's a lot of noise. I can barely see anything that's happening either, by the way. There's so much shit. Wasn't this game, this is supposed to be a plot about them creating robots with, you know, inhuman powers? What happened to that? They've barely been a thing since that entire episode.
I've opened the force field generators, Cap. Take down that shield.
Thanks, Nat.
I'm going down there. I think that's where I'm going. No, it isn't.
The defense shield is down, Nat. How's that door coming?
Hard to hack and fight at the same time. Are you not having fun?
I like looking at his feet game. Thank you.
Those adaptoids.
No, see, those red ones are the ones that, you know, have taken in human powers, but they've just been such a meager part of the game. They're just like, we just want to make some enemies. Oh, fire shield. I'm not even sure how that works.
The bobblehead's still talking? Really?
Sure did.
I figured the 25 bits Dartigan remembered when this game was shown at E3. They said this game won't have loot boxes. I don't think I haven't seen anything about loot boxes. Just as microtransactions.
And I thought you were awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, you were kind of awesome.
Plague drone. Oh shit. It's not good. Oh, hope I got him up in time. Nope. Frame rate though? The frame rate is only for the stream. It doesn't stream well. Crap.
You see what I'm seeing?
Those adaptoids! They've got inhuman powers!
I see them. We've got our job, kid. Let Cap do his.
The time for heroes is over.
The bobblehead's still talking? Really?
I think I could even fight these without just getting killed.
Hold still.
Widow, did you see that?
Sure did.
I was like, bam! You're history, buddy!
Kamala.
I know, focus.
Hey, I saw, and I thought you were awesome.
Thanks!
Yeah, you were kinda off.
Okay, just help. Jesus, this is a goddamn mess to look at. Could use Captain's ultimate mode right about now. You thought the appeal of Avengers was to work together? No, it's to see a bunch of shit blinding you on the screen.
Were they ever on? Keep him busy. I've almost got the door.
A hand here, Fabio. That's Prince Fabio.
Use my
for
epic
you.
Twitch swag.
On my way.
Hey, anyone want to come down here and help me? Thank you.
$10 says Tony's on a juice cleanse.
I'll take that wager.
I'll take the fifth.
Oh. These enemies are too tanky, by the way. This is just not fun. Kill more robots now. Is this worth getting on a sale? Maybe once it's down to like $10. Maybe by then it'll also been updated enough and it'll be pretty a lot better than it currently is. Oh, I'm kind of getting balmy with the amount of screen shake.
Monica's company? Cap, he's overriding the gates.
I'm not sure if I'm in an earthquake or there's actually just as much screen shake.
Hulk, keep him busy.
Please turn off screen
Some
shake.
sort of power conduit room. Probably for the last transmitter. Everything's electrified.
Look for fail-safe switches.
Oh, this
Aim's gotta
room
have a
is,
way to shut
even for
things
me, the
down for
frames are a little
repairs.
low. Can I actually turn off screen shake? Shake sensitivity, 0. Which game would you play again, Avengers or Last of Us 2? Last of Us 2 by a country fucking mile. My problem with that game was with the story and, you know, some of the actions the characters took, not the actual gameplay. So is MODOK really smart, or is he just like, I can control machines? Because it seems like he's also super intelligent.
There's something wrong! We should have spotted Inhumans by now!
Think about how high security the prison was. AIM's not gonna give them up that easy.
Super intelligent.
But we can't free them until we know AIM's not gonna gas them into oblivion.
Tony, some tact would be good.
Right, sorry. Kamala.
No, you're right. We have to stop that signal.
Already on.
Sorry.
Just keep me covered.
There's nothing better than sneezing in your own house and you not having to cover your nose. Like, oh, I just let it all out. Up there, I guess. Game keeps throwing jumps at me that I'm not sure I can make. Still cover your nose? No, when you're by yourself in your own house. Why wouldn't you? Nope, that was wrong. You pay $60 for an Xavier Renegade Angel DLC? Well, I would rather that stay as a, you know, a show that most people will never watch, so it's, you know, just between us and the people who have watched it who can, you know, quote it. Oh, that's what I need to do. How many of you have actually seen Xavier Renegade Angel?
On that at least we agree.
I've seen what happens when the people in power decide who deserves to live, Doctor. I'm not about to let history repeat itself.
Then don't force us to live through another A-Day.
I don't think you
I was wondering when Cap would get around to quoting the old Nazis. Well, referencing them. You have seen it? Only the Chosen have seen that show. You can find clips of it on YouTube still. Still pretty damn good. Cap gets a pass for referencing Nazis. Yeah, he does get to mention it though. He's the only one who has the that you're just like the Nazis pass. He can use that argument. I love that the computer system is like, I want a giant floor button you got to stand on. I like that Zelda idea.
Found my way up. Here goes
Xavier Renegade Angel is one of those holy shit that was real shows. Yeah, it's kind of still hard to believe. Wait, that was a real thing and not a fever dream.
I'm almost there.
You, big brain, over here.
Well, you can take it down that easily
Careful,
now.
Cap. I'm picking up strange electromagnetic readings in that tower.
Couldn't be this easy.
You want to build a house with giant floor buttons. You want to turn on the lights. Floor button, shower, floor button. Yeah, everything needs a floor button. I agree. I want to. It's basically just a Minecraft house, but
I'll do my best.
Come at me, bro. Oh, I see.
Gotta get these guys to unfazed just to hit them. How are the rest of you doing?
I'm helping Black Widow kick butt!
Focus on those butts, kid.
Oh, right.
Focus on the butts. Yes. Did she just tell her that? I'm glad this enemy hasn't appeared until now.
I think we found where they're holding the Inhumans.
Well, do it.
We need to get to the central complex now.
I'm tied up here.
Got them on the rope.
I've got Jarvis working on the best way to get all those people out of here.
Thank you.
No need. Just doing what I should have a long time ago.
Not bad, Tony.
But remember to tell Bruce about my brief moment of maturity?
You have ruined the moment.
God, it's so funny how they keep talking to each other. Did Hulk quip? What could Hulk actually quip? Sarcasm. My Hulk impression sounds a lot like my Mel Gibson impression, by the way. Avengers! Fucking assemble, Avengers! Yeah, good old road rage, Mel. That's one of my favorite bits. The world needs you! I sound like Batman. Well, Mel Gibson does sound like Batman in that video, doesn't he? Based on your Discord announcement, how bad is this game? I'll be honest with you, it's not good. It's barely competent at this point. It's gotten worse as it's gone on. It starts out okay, but then once you get past the opening of the game, it just becomes shit. Because then it starts the live service aspects of the game begin, and it's not really balanced for a single player game.
How many of these guys are there?
It's still balanced for playing it as a co-op experience.
The number doesn't matter.
Money kind of feels like it matters.
How's it going there, Cap?
Just cleaning up.
Oh, I didn't realize I was near death.
Looks like the transmitter is powered by 3 cores. Take these guys out, and I'll get you a terminal to open their housing units.
Copy that.
I didn't mean to waste my entire ability there, but it's gone now.
The number doesn't matter.
Money kind of feels like it matters.
How's it going there, Cap?
Just cleaning up.
Oh, that was invigorating.
Got you a terminal. Open the cores, destroy them, and the signal should die.
And no more Inhumans will.
What? No. You guys doing the Martha joke because of my Mel Gibson impression?
We can come out of this without humanity intact, Captain.
You and I have very different definitions of humanity.
Doesn't he know you can't spell inhuman without the human part?
And that's how the giant brain genius got schooled by a teenager.
Oh, it hurt. That one hurt. Oh, that was painful.
You almost got
So
it,
bored
Cap.
recording memes, that's not a good sign.
Puts up. The more I know we're on the right track.
Wise words, Captain.
Yep, fuck it. Superpower mode.
That's the last core. The transmission should be dead.
No, I'm still reading a signal. From the excavation site.
The heat signal I saw on A-Day. It caused the earthquakes. Whatever's behind those walls, MODOK doesn't want us to get it.
Got bigger problems, Captain.
Shit!
Did you swear? Was that a swear?
Thanks, Tony. Little busy right now.
Okay, need a hand?
those guns.
On it. As am I.
Good. Then meet me up ahead.
Language children, yes. Captain America swore. This is another Tomb Raider section, directly the kind of stuff they made for that, by the way. Good, I'm glad these are all coming into place. Wait, was Hulk look like he was like fused with the floor?
What you thinking, Cap?
The beacon must have been a decoy. Somehow Tarleton's still transmitting.
You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
What has happened to his face?
You can slow me down, but I have enough mist to blanket the world.
Avengers. No warships make it out of the quarantine zone. Tony, take out those thrusters.
Thought you'd never ask. Come on, George, you're killing innocent people.
Thrusters. Oh, his thrusters, I guess.
That's not like you.
Look out for a giant falling head! Might be able to take out his thrusters.
Oh, that's a very tiny missile. You know, I'd rather be fighting Andros. Oh, I'm out of... switch to missiles then. I'm out of energy. I'm out of missiles too. Oh god, you know what? Fuck it. Laser beam it.
It will make no difference. Inhumanity is a blight on
So is he an inhuman as well, or is he something else?
Oh, that hurt a little.
I'll take it from here. Everyone fan out. Buy me some time.
He was changed by the gas as well, wasn't he? Billy Modoc's Dartigan power source. That thing?
Lots of power coming off that thing on his back.
On it.
Oh, that thing.
Maybe if you take out his main thruster.
Good call.
Oh, okay, I was doing that first, actually.
He's down, Cap. Take out that power source.
Stop with your helicopter blade. Does more damage anyways. His lazy boy chair has too much power. It's really why I'm fighting the chair more than him.
I am Modok.
But what does MODOK stand for now? That has to have a reason. That was like an assigned name before. Whoops.
He's down.
Sorry, I've been reading chat. I had to focus.
Nat, move in.
Right behind you.
Damn it. Options, people. Aye. On my way.
I will do
As soon as
something
you've
now.
got enough power, blast him.
And his shield will fall. Understood.
Call the Bifrost down. I gotta work that up though. You don't get that for free. Killing enemies gets it faster, I think. God, this is not even that good of a boss fight, is it? Yeah, what happened to Abomination? I thought he was going to show up again, but he didn't die. He's just like, oh, I guess I'm done. Oh shit, I'm gonna die though. Need some of that, yo, health. Give it, gimmick. No! Oh my god, but I need, yo, med kits.
Guess I do right.
Bifrost, do it. Yeah, he's in one of the opening missions. I thought he would come back though.
You can't help but hurt others. Only I can stop you.
Oh, it literally is a sentinel now.
Kree sentry.
Cap, I'm getting the feeling that gem in his forehead isn't just to look pretty.
What, he just found that into San Francisco?
Yeah, on it.
No, this is straight up a sentinel. There's no denying it. Like an ancient one, I guess, apparently.
You cannot win.
Kree, it's a Kree sentry?
Over here. Get on board.
That's random then, isn't it?
Kamala, heads up. Big guy, Kamala needs you.
Destroy AIM forces and release inhuman prisoners? What? That's random. Just remember, we haven't, leveled him up in a while. So what? Got a point. One. Takedowns boost the energy of the intrinsic rage meter. Yeah, give me that. Show them that you can't ignore Bruce's girth. So I just want to know what the cyber pants do for him. I really do. Yeah, I forgot to equip his gear too. Don't need to make this big of a mess, game. I get it, he's strong. You use Hulk's special power. Hulk's special power isn't nearly as good, by the way. Heard the term earlier, and I think Hulk twerking. Yeah, we were Hulk twerking. We were saying the clap of his mighty cheeks would be dangerous to be around in the club. Imagine the Hulk just twerking in front of you, chat. Just imagine it. Are you imagining it? Also, Cosmic Manuel, thank you for the sub. Dart, the more important question is how they get the pants and gauntlets on. Well, I guess he hulked out, then they fit them for him. Just a wave of segment, is it? Fight enemies until we say you're done. Oh, and the mighty clap of those cheeks. You know, not the kind of cheeks you want to go clapping. This one's got a hammer. Probably won't miss anything now. I think we're nearly done. We just got, like, I think who left to control after this black cat, and then you'll Kamala. Each one gets a turn. I can already guess what Kamala will do. She gets big to fight the Kree thing. Yeah, Black Widow's turn now. Next will be Kamala's. Okay. I don't trust this game about to crash, so I'm going to stop there, because that hitch gave me a little bit of a heart attack. I'm not taking the risk. Don't want to lose footage. Destroy MODOK's crystals. Crystals. Those? These? Crystal on his head, and that's what I'm thinking. But you can also destroy these things so they miss you. I'm just gonna shoot his head. It seems like it's working. They really couldn't think of much for her to do, could they? Uh-oh.
wish to stand with your captain, you can die together.
You can do that? Big mood. Big man. Yo, Godzilla isn't part of the Marvel Universe yet, is he? I don't care if they call this a Kree or whatever it is. It's clearly a Sentinel. Oh, that 2 frame per second Hulk was nice. Hulk has obviously played, you know, enough Nintendo games to know you go for the eyes. Crispy Hulk.
Hulk! Hulk, hold on! I'm coming to you!
Well, why am I running so fast? Oh. God, this game's a fucking mess, technically.
No! This isn't how you make things right! We deserve a chance!
I know you think you can use this power for good, but you know. You're just a mistake.
I know you think you're good, but have you considered that you're evil?
The only one left to convince is yourself. Embiggen!
No, you don't have to say it. I remember this fight in, you know, the first God of War. Big girl. You know, she's taller than everyone on Tinder now. But is this just a quick time event? It's not an actual fight I get to do? That's disappointing. You know, even God of War lets you actually have the big fight.
What's happening?
I was kind of expecting I'd get to like control her while she's that big and fight.
No, not again.
You know, she might have drowned. She was out in the middle of the bay. Oh, we're losing frames hard.
You're alive.
Ooh, take it easy. You got hard, kid. Great job.
Yeah, we need to work on that passing out thing, but we did good.
Indeed.
Good.
You are so cool.
That was pretty badass.
You're an Avenger now. All of them like you. Fan fiction became your real fiction.
What?
All this time I thought...
And what could have been potentially a cool moment is epically ruined by QTEs again, yes. How fit for this shit Sunday of a game.
I'd given up.
I was kind of like looking forward to that moment, actually.
What I'm trying to say is... Thank you.
That's the sound of my emotions.
Can I ask you a favor?
God, this game is falling apart. Stop it. And change clothes in weeks. I thought I raised you better than that. He can walk. Oh my God. It's a miracle, chat. He's a human too, I bet.
You know you're grounded till you're 30, yes?
Yes.
Good. From now on, nothing but school. And your special field trips.
Really? Oh, Abu.
I'm so proud of you, Beta. But let's not tell Ami, okay?
Okay.
Wait, you have a mom? I was wondering if that was a thing.
Do we have snacks?
Of course.
I'm hungry.
So is she gonna stay as an Avenger or what? Woo! Gaming, am I right? Oh, that was a mess. When did they take that picture? She never met Tony on. You're right. That picture shouldn't. She photoshopped it, I think. She is a big fangirl, so I'm gonna guess that's what happened. She just took what pictures she had and put the rest of them in there. That's my way of explaining it. I mean, I'll definitely send it, but that's one way you can look at it. You gotta think like a fangirl, chat. Talk about an in-game, am I right? Yeah, so is it worthy of being... Oh, they think Stanley. Big of them.
As the newly elected Scientist Supreme,
Oh, yeah, we have a loose end.
the weak elements from within. No more surprises. No more distractions from our goals. Only carefully crafted innovation. Make no mistake, AIM is still the future. From cloning to time travel, the possibilities are
Really?
endless.
Time travel? Please don't. Please don't do that.
Now, let's begin.
Ah. I don't know if it's sequel baiting or more DLC though, chat. I can't really tell. Well, there'll be a Kree invasion at some point or something, I'm guessing. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. I would think AIM would be finished after you found her, tried to kill everyone. Yeah, he kind of committed a monstrous atrocity. But no, it's the future. Our stock price has never been higher. But... yeah, that was a goddamn mess. It started out average, but I remember saying when I started playing it, if it drags on and once it gets to the stuff that's not balanced for single player, my opinion might go down. My opinion did go down. That was immensely terrible. After about the first 10% of the game was over, but I can't really say I'm disappointed. I expected it to be that ever since I first saw it. Oh, what a waste. What a goddamn waste. I should have just had it be about one superhero, not try to do an entire team. I mean, that's how it actually... I mean, you got your Spider-Man. That worked out wonderfully. Is it worse than you thought it would be? You might be right. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be so technically bad, too, where it just would not play and run properly. So it's got that... it's got technical issues as well. Oh, Malcolm in the Middle, I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. I prefer the Burger Review guys' version of that quote, which is my disappointment. Well, I can't even think of it. I can't think straight. You know what I'm talking about, though. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Had the Avengers, the hottest heroes, now thanks to the movies, and they gave us this piece of shit. I wonder if they were originally trying to get this game out in time for the last movie release, but just couldn't do it because it was still in a horrible state. And like, no, we'll put it off for a year, and it's still in a horrible state afterward. Vaguely, this was a waste of a game, you're right. For multiplayer and comic book fans. Is it? I can't see how this game would actually be improved that much through multiplayer. And Spider-Man, well, I don't expect the new Spider-Man game to be much more than a kind of an expansion to the last Spider-Man game. I don't think we shouldn't expect too much new there. I think they're just basically building off that. It's not really a true sequel, I don't believe. But it'll still be miles better than what this was. I think since they put so much focus on Kamala, they should have just had a game about her and focus on that. Then have like the Avengers doing, you know, in the background, and make it a single-player game with good level design and all that stuff. Because they can do that. It could have. They did that Tomb Raider game I really love. Could have been something like that, only with superpowers. And they wouldn't have been such a muddled mess of a game. Thank you for suffering. Oh, I didn't suffer, chat. That's hyperbole. Ugh, I just got bored. A little mildly annoyed most of the way through it. Only really good thing was Kamala, and even then less when they treat her like an Avengers fangirl, and more, yeah, pretty much when they treat her like a potential Avenger. Well, like I said, I would have rather just not even had the Avengers at all, just, you know, be focused on her and be able to do her character right instead of just being like a Avengers fangirl, which got really annoying that it never ended. At this point, that Tomb Raider game is a fluke. Not exactly true. They did do, they had more than one Tomb Raider game. Like the PS2 Tomb Raider games are apparently pretty good, except for Angel of Darkness, which they didn't do. And they also handled a lot of Legacy of Kain games that were apparently pretty good. Well, at least one Legacy of Kain game. That, I think the last one. Didn't even make Kamala a hero. And, yeah, she never actually called herself Miss Marvel. Angel of Darkness. Yeah, that was made by the original Tomb Raider dev core. I'm a lot more worried about the next two big superhero team-up games we got coming. The Batman game. I would not put a lot of money on that Batman game at this point, because that's definitely going to be another live service game, despite what they say, concerning who's developing it or who's producing it. Whether the you know, the other one, the Suicide Squad game, can avoid the same fate, yet to be seen. But they are a more generally respected developer, but again, from the publisher, the Warner Brothers. What's the whole live service thing you're talking about here? The online stuff where they want you to play with your friends and buy currency to buy packs and gear and upgrades and all that stuff, and future DLC story-based content. And the game is completely balanced around it. It's not really balanced to be a single player at all. That's why everything after the 20% mark of the game was over was all basically, this is all what the multiplayer is like, and it was shit. Lots of grinding, all that stuff, logging in every day to get your dailies in. So am I ready for post-game grinding? I ain't touching that garbage. Barely got to play as Cap. I'll be honest with you, playing as Cap and Black Widow is the worst. The only, really, Kamala is the only one that felt good to play. The others, kind of like Iron Man, was kind of not fun at all. Hulk didn't really do nearly enough damage for what he's, what he is. And Thor was kind of like a shitty version of God, of Kratos. It just didn't work that well. Ugh. Let me do a gamer stretch. Let's see if there's another final, second ending credit scene. So many plot points unresolved. Clearly felt left to the side missions and notes, audio files. Maybe. Thor didn't even need to be convinced. He just walks in like, yep, I'm ready to be a hero again. But, yeah. My official opinion, vaginally, it's a mess. The next superhero game is you want is Booster Gold game. I don't know who Booster Gold is. Kratos versus Thor. Who wins? You'll find out probably in the next game. Yeah, I can't recommend this game even at a sale right now. Maybe once it gets patched up and more content made for it, maybe made into a good game. If it lives that long. These kind of live service games, sometimes they come out and they get ignored and they die really quickly after that, and I would not be surprised if that happens to this game. This game, it vaginally has some bugs to work out. Ugh. So even if this game comes out on sale, unless it's been heavily fixed, and I mean heavily fixed, technical issues, frame rate issues cleaned up, made balancing issues, everything, and you just really love the Avengers, then maybe you can get it when it's on sale. You got an idea to put in your sim video if you do make this one? This is a Warframe without the death, based on another folk's description in XCOM 2 without the tactical resource spend. Speaking of, is there ever a chance of you sending XCOM Enemy Unknown or XCOM 2? Not very likely, since those games don't really feature much in the way of characters. They're just like, here's your characters that you've named and put into work. It's those 4X games, well not 4X, but turn-based strategy games like that, usually wouldn't really work that well. What is it with chat and vaginas tonight? Someone earlier in the chat wrote a message that was spell-checked incorrectly. And instead of basically, he wrote vaginally, so I read it out loud. And it's like, vaginally, this is wrong, and it just turned into a meme. He's either writing virtually or basically, but it auto-corrected to vaginally. And it just made the sentence incredibly funny. Why is there censorship on the mobile version of Twitch? Is it censorship? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, what do you mean? Every chat has certain words they don't allow to be said. And you can change and add, remove what words you don't want said in your chat. So, what words are you trying to try, Cuckazon, huh? Trying to be a naughty boy. Don't do it. I will strike down upon thee. But generally, you can swear here. There's only certain words that are filtered out. Yeah, but links are definitely not allowed if you're trying to post links. Chat is now testing the limits of the filter, I see. Brave of you. Cowabunga to you as well. Time to go on a loving rant about games like Shinren Kagura, Oni Chambara in the Games tab. Play with pictures that are technically safe for work. And about high school D&D. Okay, don't... We don't need anime tits right now. Even anime titties won't save this game. Yeah, you're all filthy degenerates. Has anyone ever told you that? I mean, I still love you, but you're all goddamn degenerates. You just got here, Dust? You didn't miss much. You can probably imagine a better scenario. How bad was it? It got progressively worse. It's like you know when your grandparents or someone old gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's and it seems like they go downhill quickly after the diagnosis. It's kind of this game is kind of like Alzheimer's. As soon as you discover something's wrong with it, it's an accelerating slope downward. I underestimate the power of anime boobs. Well, they have no power over me. That's enough. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, I'm in it to be. That's for the Discord. I mean, do be careful. We do moderate that, you realize. And there was someone who has recently gotten in a bit of trouble for like posting some stuff that was a bit too borderline. So don't think you can just post anything there. As long as the anime boobs are legal. You know, that's kind of a big thing. They do have to be on someone of age. But even then, we don't allow nudity there. Discord frowns upon it. Time for a new game plus. Yeah, you demand many things from me. Persona 5 videos, games on sim videos on games I can't even possibly make it work with, and now you demand a new game plus or more of this game. What happened, Dart? We beat a game. That's what happened. You found Kamala Comics. You're gonna read that after chat. It'll probably be a better experience. There's a reason we don't have. Well, there's a good reason we don't have a not safe for work channel on the Discord, is because you never can actually. It's one, you'd have to assign someone to like look through it and you'll moderate it, and you never can know if someone who's underage will post there. It's usually just not a great idea, and it's also just a bad look. Why would I want that? I don't want to see your filthy genitals, chat. You keep those to yourself. Still waiting for a high divine cybermancy. I've only ever seen that game in Mandalore's video. I'm pretty sure that's where everyone knows about it from. Other than that, I have no desire to play it. You cannot understand people who pay $20 more just to play this game early? I can't either. They're weird people. Yet some might even say inhuman. But what if you clean them first? Show them to someone who loves you. Almost October again, gonna try for Silent Hill 1 stream. You know, that might be a good idea. There is a horror game coming out next month, though, that, the next game in that, Dark Pictures anthology. You ever thought about sending any of the Black Ops games? You mean Call of Duty? I'll probably be sending the new one. It looks doable. I mean, they're all doable, but I don't really do too many Call of Duty games since I'm not really into them. Would I send Fatal Frame? Maybe. I think some of them could be doable. Maybe. I just wanted to see you stumble blindly through Fogtown ranting about gyromancy. Oh yeah, gyromancy. And child abuse looking for Cheryl. About 7 years old, black hair. They do repeat a lot of lines, don't they?
Commander Hill, what's the situation?
Good to see you again, Cap. I wish it was under better circumstances, but we think AIM might have a new leader. Someone with ambitious plans to expand their operations.
Is it really ambition if you have the government and public opinion on your side?
We can change people's minds,
They still have that?
even if we have to act outside the law.
Well, I do love breaking the rules.
SHIELD is still getting back on its feet, but we've been able to gather intel on AIM's operations. They haven't missed a beat since San Francisco.
Loki was in this game? Like in a side mission or something?
AIM has been experimenting with cloning technology, new synthoids, and we believe they're exploring potential uses of cosmic energy.
And here I hoped cloning would be the weird part.
The world still needs the Avengers. Maybe now more than ever. You can count on us.
Good. If our intel is right, we're gonna need all the help we can get. I've got some field ops lined up when you're ready. The harm room is back online on the lower deck, so you can train up if you need to. We got a big job ahead of us.
Ugh. Count linking. Please confirm sign-in by responding to the email sent to the address used when creating it. No, leave me alone. I don't want your harassment. Or join with our QR code. No, thank you. Get away. Leave me alone. Jesus. Congratulations. The reassemble campaign may be complete. Fight against AIM isn't over. Access the Avengers initiative on the war table from the main menu. Continue the battle in an ever-expanding conflict against forces that will do the world harm.
Since
This game is like a bad X Avengers Initiative mission chain available. Welcome to the Avengers Initiative. It's time to explore all the multiplayer Warzone activities and challenges available. Global Offensive Mission Chain is now available.
The rest of
Jesus
Fury's vaults
fuck.
are proving to be, well,
Shield Faction
tricky
Missions
to
chain
locate.
available.
We think some of those caches contain coordinates to the remaining ones.
You mean you're not going to play our game online and do all the cool factions and bonus missions? Oh, Square Enix hit team knows your location. They learned it from your email. They're coming. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I had more than enough of the taste. It'll be a game I never forget, that's for sure. Ugh. Now exit game and delete it. Well, I usually wait until after I finish a video before I delete a game, just in case I need to go back and re-record something. Have you thought about making the Sin Persona 5-bit goal a community one, where everyone can donate and contribute together? No, because I don't mean for you to actually ever get it. It's just more or less a joke. If I ever want to Sin Persona 5, I'll eventually just make that decision well before anyone ever get the points. I know if I made it something, community-wise, they would actually, everyone, like, push the points into it. The Moo coin is now. Oh, stop. Stop it. You have 100, yeah, good enough. Well, what time is it? 11, just in time, too. It's just about 12 p.m. 12 a.m., technically. Yeah, we done. Yeah, there we go. Avengers complete. I'm not sure if I'm streaming tomorrow. I might try to throw one more stream in before I get to editing my video together. If I do, I'm not really sure what I'll play, though. So we'll have to wait and see if I actually decide to stream tomorrow. I do have to record all my lines, because I did finish my script finally today. Yeah, the video is kind of delayed until Monday, since it took me a while to, finish up the script, because it kind of sucked, and I had to spend a lot of time repairing it. Other than that, I guess I'm all out of news for you, so I guess we'll say our goodbyes now. Yeah, you've been great tonight. Vaginally, you have been a great chat, and I'm glad to entertain you for a few hours of your day. Apparently Loki was the fake Thor. There, I never even came into contact with the fake Thor. It also helps them from, creating a Loki character model, too. But if you haven't followed me yet here on Twitch, consider doing that if you're new. And you can also type in the Discord code down below and join the Discord. Let's see, thank you for the mods doing the awesome job as always. Thank you for any subs, gift subs, or bits tonight as well. Yeah, we're done with this. I wish you great nights and good sleeps. I'm using broken language because fuck language right now. I'm irritated. Yeah, I guess we're done. Yeah, we're just fucking done. And I'm gonna meditate or something, get back in a good state of mind. Drink some tea, I don't know. But once again, thank you for being here. I will see you either tomorrow or in a couple days. Gotta make that video for you now. Later, everyone.